Welcome to Dinner at the Round Table Podcast with DJ John Tavar, Nelly Nell, Chris Ryder, and Bodega the DJ on the ones and twos. Your source to knowledge. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Dinner at the Round Table.
Pulling all night turns with like 4 or 5 girls, and we doing it my way. And they all real thick, never give it up quick if they do it the highway. People wonder what I'm doing with my image, I'm just doing it the flyway. But if you ain't with the flock and your feathers get dropped, how the hell you gon' fly away? It's a known fact, I can eat a whole track with my back to the dough. Cause I ain't worried about my enemies, bunch of human centipedes asking for more. Dirty money, but they're clean words, bunch of good feel songs with a real passionate flow. If you dance, then you know, you can hit a Millie Rock, that nay, or screw the light bulb. Oh, I'm the best to ever live, you can quote this. You ain't started as a kid, you just hopeless. A lot of people gon' wish they record this. Tunnel vision like a lens, man, I'm focused. Oh, spit, bullshit, I ain't think you would know this. All these full flips, let them go with my shows, otherwise they're useless. Teaching kids about these flows, this is where the groove is. Catch it. Spitting out syllables is your syllabus. 12 bar minimum, you tryna be a lyricist. 16 bars, have me questioning what year this is. Freestyle if you tryna show your fearlessness. I'm the cream of the crop, make her cream till she drop dead. Gorgeous in that top head, flawless like my rocks. Roll green till I'm chopped, cheese falling on my pockets. Okay, just let the clock tick. Top it all night, turns with like 4 or 5 girls, and we doing it my way. And they all real thick, never give it up quick if they do hit the highway. People wonder what I'm doing with my image, I'm just doing it the flyway. But if you ain't with the flock and your feathers get dropped, how the hell you gon' fly away? People think they know me, what they do know is a homie. Cause they switch sides, watch my click rise. Now just sit by and say they told me. So if you ain't putting in work like my team been for no net worth, then aside from your connections, money will become your next hearse. Next hearse, next verse, what's the difference? They gon' both end up together cause I'm killing it. A lot of y'all do the most for a hot track. I go right behind my back and it's still a hit. You can try to ruin that and I'm still gon' win. I adapted, I'm waiting for the cold season. He stashed, keep me warm when my soul freezing. Alas, I've been blessed with the holy pen, so keep swimming in my mind like there's no deep end. Cause I don't ever plan to stop. My hand is hot, feel like I can make the planet rock. My mind's strong, but standing tall, but standing rock. You want some more of our land, but I'll be sharing crop. No, we're not. I need my pay. You want me to perform or not? I got a team, is you giving us a dorm or not? Cause if you ain't a couple seconds till we form a plot. That's the beauty of keeping it in the fan though. We can put the heat to your feet while we dance slow. Fast forward a couple years, we in Lambos, and you mad broke like you still ain't even past go. All night turns with like 4 or 5 girls, and we doing it my way. And they all real thick, never give it up quick if they do hit the highway. People wonder what I'm doing with my image, I'm just doing it the flyway. But if you ain't with the flock and your feathers get dropped, how the hell you gon' fly away?
GG, I am DJ John Tavar, Nelly Nell, Chris Ryder, Bodega the DJ on the one and twos. We are Dinner at the Round Table Podcast, your source to knowledge. We got a special guest tonight, Nelly Nell.
You already know, man. We got BeatBoi in the house, Fly Tito, you know what I'm saying? In the building, music producer, music artist.
Yes, sir. Hold on, before we do that, we put that. Give you a nice clap right there, baby.
Thank you very much.
You know what I mean? No doubt, man. Welcome again, man. You know what I'm saying? Dinner at the Round Table Podcast.
Thank you guys for having me, man. I've been hearing about you guys a lot. I've seen a couple of y'all stuff on YouTube. Matter of fact, my boy Gio, you know, he did the interview.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
You know, I love what y'all doing. It's a
epic
beautiful
interview,
thing.
too.
Absolutely, you know.
Yeah.
And then also shout out my boy Shamari.
Oh, yeah, Shamari Green, man. That's my dude right there,
That's
man.
a fact, you know,
So you guys know?
Yeah, we got a mutual friend. Yeah.
So he wanted me to send his love.
No
to
doubt,
you guys
man.
today,
Yeah,
and, you know?
he hit me up too directly too. I mean, he definitely want to come on. You know what I'm saying, like I told him, man, let me know when you ready, whatever. Because I mean, he actually was working with a particular rap group as well. From our last conversation, whatever. But that's dope, though, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
It's a small
man.
World,
Yeah, small world, right?
You're in the industry, man. That's why you can't you can't really y'all don't curse on here, right?
Yeah, it's uncensored.
It's rated X, buddy.
We're not too crazy though, but
Yeah, but that's why it's important not to fuck people over, because it's a small industry, and you be surprised who knows who.
Absolutely.
And you think you getting over on somebody. Let's say a producer, and he sends you a beat, you never pay him for it.
Oh yeah.
Getting over on somebody, but he know people that's really moving
Absolutely.
in the game.
No doubt.
And all he got to do is say, yo, you don't trust that dude, man. He got over on me. You feel me? And
Absolutely.
it's just like that.
That's true. That's true. Absolutely,
works,
man.
bro. For sure, man.
Wow.
But then at the Roundtable podcast, today's topic is expectations. We're gonna get into
Expectations,
current
man.
Events first.
Yeah.
That's always
the,
do.
The most recent event, the Super Bowl. The Kansas City Chiefs finally won a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? It's been so many seasons where they're like the top record in the league, 15-1, 14-2. For like the last 5-6 seasons, and they don't get past the first round.
Yeah.
Oh, the KFC? Oh, the KFC.
The Colonel.
He don't watch football. You know he ain't watching no football.
What are you thinking about, Jay?
to the KFC,
You don't eat meat
man.
no more.
I know, right? I know.
You don't eat meat.
I
He
know,
got
I know.
KFC in his mouth. He got KFC in his mouth.
I'm not a
He's
Chiefs
about to tell
fan.
you. Now he's talking about chicken and shit.
That's crazy.
Because
No,
it's
that's
KFC.
the first thing I think about when you
Because
say
it's
KFC.
KFC. That's what it is. That's why you thought. But you.
And the color's the same, right? Because I mean, red.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And shout out to President Trump for saying for thanking
Oh, yeah.
Kansas
He said
State.
Kansas State to the Missouri.
He had no idea that Kansas City,
Because it's right. Because if
Wasn't a
you look at the
different-
map
No, he's
on
a character.
Kansas City,
but
it's
Kansas
like,
City's part of Missouri.
but it's on the
Right?
line. It's like directly on the line
Yeah,
between
but come on,
Missouri
you're the
and
president of the
Kansas.
United States. You're supposed to know.
It's like right
Personally-
there. It's like
personally,
in the middle. It's
I
like
believe Trump.
you could probably
he
walk
knows-
between
could
states.
definitely
That's how
walk, yeah.
close it is.
But, yeah.
Kansas City.
Yeah,
You
but
look
what
at
you're
the map.
saying-
Yeah,
Kansas
but-
City is split between the
Yeah,
two
it's a
states,
split.
but the
It belongs
the
to Missouri.
stadium. The stadium is on the Missouri side of the city.
Yeah.
But like I was saying, Donald
But Kansas
Trump,
City, I mean, the
Donald
town
Trump
belongs
is
to the Missouri. It's not Kansas.
But it's
Missouri.
split, like
it's split.
geographically.
Yeah,
Geographically,
yeah.
it's split, but like county wise and like zip code and all
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
it belongs to Missouri.
To Missouri,
But
yeah.
geographically, it's split
Yeah.
in the middle.
Yeah,
by-
split, yeah.
So what I was saying is, Trump is a master of marketing. You feel me? Like
We said that. We
he
said
probably
that.
did
He's a
that.
brand.
yes,
He's a brand.
He
Because he had a
knows,
guy, to get attention.
He knows it's gonna be headlines if he mistakes like the city that the state that the city's in.
Absolutely.
In America, his
Well,
country.
idiocracy
I think he
sells.
purposely did that.
Come on, like
Yeah.
I ain't gonna front. He a dumb motherfucker because of the way he act. But any motherfucker that act like that, you're a dumb motherfucker.
But he knows how to like
But he
promote
knows-
himself. Yeah,
listen,
yeah.
he
Oh,
knows.
1000%.
Listen,
sure.
he ain't
he
stupid.
wouldn't have gotten
He
to
just
that
he's just
position.
stupid to make people think he is. It's a genius.
Yeah,
behind
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
That was like hilarious to me. But the Kansas City Chiefs finally got a Super Bowl winning.
That's the first one ever.
Shout out Patrick
Yeah.
Mahomes. Young boy did it.
that's a passing of the
MVP.
guard right there, though, because
Come on.
all the old Chiefs is leaving. Like Eli retired, Tom Brady's soon to follow.
Yeah.
Drew Brees is on the way. Aaron Rodgers is getting up there. Now it's the new blood. It's Lamar
time for that new
Jackson,
generation
Pat
to come
Mahomes, Deshaun
I
Watson.
mean, as it should, though.
You know,
You know what I'm saying?
it's-
Let the young boy shine
but-
now. You know what I'm saying?
This dude is insane. You know, right now he's done more things in 24 years old than dudes that have been doing it forever. He is, when his career said and done, he might be the greatest QB ever. It's what he's doing
You're saying
right
that
now.
right now here.
I'm saying it right now.
Get at the Round
Only
Table
3
podcast.
seasons.
He's gonna be the best.
Only
tied.
3
Maybe the
seasons.
greatest after
He's
the-
already won
Yeah?
a Super
Maybe the
Bowl.
greatest. Bro, you don't know his past, bro. Let
And I don't
me
watch
teach you.
football
Let me
like that.
teach you something.
Go ahead.
He was playing baseball and basketball, bro. And
His
he
dad
official.
used to play for the Minnesota Twins. Yeah.
Listen to that.
Pat
You feel me?
Mahomes.
Pat Mahomes.
Yeah, his dad.
Patrick Mahomes throwing 95 miles
Same
per
name.
hour. He could have
Yeah.
went pro with the. You feel me?
Like
Baseball
a
and-
Bo
So-
Jackson
he got
type.
So
Money,
here's
you understand?
so here's what Pat
And-
Or like a
Mahomes.
Deion Sanders.
So this is what Pat Mahomes has done in his career, and his only 3rd year, 5,000 yards, MVP,
87 touchdowns.
only like 87 touchdowns,
Dan
Super
Marino.
Bowl,
Tied with Dan Marino.
and he's only in 3rd year, 24 years old,
For the people
And
that
he's
don't
not
know
even
about
in-
football, that's big. I
and
know
he's
you
not
don't know, but
even,
that's big.
and he's not even in his prime yet. He hasn't hit his prime. Prime years is 27 years old. That's when you hit the prime, and he hasn't even hit that yet.
24.
Right now, the game is stupid easy for this kid.
Yeah,
Stupid easy.
He's very
24.
versatile.
He's in his Kobe year, man, doing big things, man, bro.
yeah.
Shit, man.
If you think about it, like Tom Brady was real big for football. So you look at Tom Brady as an MJ. Pat Mahomes is gonna be the new Kobe.
Yeah, basically.
He's
yeah,
gonna be the new
facts.
Kobe.
He actually, he's tied with Dan Marino for the most touchdowns in the least amount of seasons.
And he
Yeah.
probably would have won MVP again if he didn't get hurt because he had the knee injury. But
Yeah, absolutely. And shout out to the head coach too. The head coach, the Big Red, they call him.
His first time. His first
yo,
time.
Andy
He's
Reid was Andy Reid has
First
always
ring,
been a
huh?
great coach,
Was
but this solidified him as one of the greatest.
But he's actually, speaking about the coach, though, he actually said, they asked him about, are you going to the White House? He said, hell yeah, we're going to the White House.
Of course, why not? To meet my boy.
You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of which, impeachment proceedings
Yes.
over and done. My boy is acquitted of all charges.
We knew that wasn't gonna
You
go
know,
down. You know how heavy
it was
they
the
are.
quickest acquittal in the history of
That shit was crazy. Right?
of impeachment trials.
shout
Like,
out
who
Mitt
you really
Romney,
thought they
though.
was?
Shout out Mitt Romney though for changing.
That was
his
all
court
agenda. That was
language.
agenda. He wants the presidency after.
It just looks funny though.
He
It
just
looks-
wanted to be a douche for no reason.
It looks funny, bro.
But
It just
anybody
owns
who
it.
thought that Trump was gonna get impeached was stupid. Then Republicans are not gonna turn.
Well, he did get impeached. He just didn't get removed from office. You feel me? Like,
And they bring it back up.
trompeta.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dinner at the Round Table podcast. Speaking of Donald J. Trump, he just arrived in Air Force 5. He's in the building. He's back in the podcast again. Welcome back, Mr. President.
I know it's been a while. It's been 3 weeks since I've been here. But guess what, guys? I got a Cuban. I'm smoking a Cuban in Cuba. I'm acquitted of all charges. Fuck Nancy Pelosi and all the Democrats, especially Chuck Schumer. He's a New Yorker. He's supposed to have my bag and he didn't. But guess what? I'm in Mar-a-Lago, sipping on margaritas, butt ass naked.
Agent
I got the
Orange in
balloons
the building.
pumping.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm
Yo,
saying?
Agent Orange, like,
Hey, listen, man. I want you to make me a special beat to show everybody that I'm the fucking Don and I won it all. And that's right, bro. I'm the fucking Don. Now I'm really am the Don.
Whatever you say.
And I got a room full of fucking Cubans.
Yo,
And I got $100,000 whiskey.
Listen, whoever you are, there's only one Don here, man, and it's Don Gio.
Oh, Don Giovanni, bro. Because my name is Donald J. Trump, and I am acquitted of all charges. I ain't impeached. Fuck
Donald
Nancy
Trump.
Pelosi. I'm gonna say that every single time I'm on this
Donald Trump
podcast.
to me in the dictionary, it stands for biggest fool in America.
Well,
At the end of
the
day.
joke's on everybody else because I'm impeached, baby. Impeach or impeachment?
Not
What? How you say it?
not
Peaches?
impeached, but you don't.
In peaches?
know too
I'm
much,
no
you
longer
know?
in peaches. You know?
man.
So,
Pat Mahomes,
Agent
Super
Orange,
Bowl in Kansas State.
JT Lord's on the presidential beat in the back a little
yes,
bit.
yes.
Talk to me now. Talk to me
Agent
now.
Orange,
Talk to me. I'm
how was
acquitted,
the
baby.
Super Bowl last week? You enjoy it?
Yeah, I was in Kansas State.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was there chilling.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And were you aware that the Kansas City Chiefs play in Missouri?
They
now?
do?
In Kansas?
They do?
Yeah.
I-
It's two
I-
different.
I think I was on the Kansas side. That's why. That's when I tweeted. I think I was on the Kansas
I will
side.
give you this one. It's
What
right
happened?
on the borderline. So,
I know.
but you being the president of the United States of America, the superpower of the world, is your job to geographically know where things are at. Like, what the hell? Like,
The
you
only
leave
place-
this country and you don't know where the hell Kansas City's at.
The only place I know is the Cuban that I'm smoking. That's all I know.
Okay.
Cuban that I'm smoking and $100,000 whiskey that I got in my hand.
Mar-a-Lago.
Mar-a-Lago. Because I'm acquitted, baby. It can't come from me. I'm Teflon Don, as you're going to call me now.
Oh, man.
President Teflon Don.
Well, Agent Orange, I know you've been very busy with all this.
I'm acquitted, baby. I ain't got nothing to
impeachment
do.
thing, and you haven't been on the show
celebrating
in a long
right now?
time.
I'm celebrating. I'm acquitted. You know,
He's
the
out
quit-
there smoking a
eh,
Cuban
you know,
cigar.
Fuck Mitt Romney. He ain't had my back,
Do you
though.
think you're gonna go?
Fuck
you think you're
him.
gonna be
He ain't a
around for another 4
Republican.
years, buddy.
I don't know. I'm acquitted right now. I'm not thinking that far ahead. My brain can't function that far ahead. Right now, I'm just celebrating my victory with my champagne and my $100,000 whiskey and my Cubans, baby. Top of the line, straight from Cuba,
God.
buddy.
Well,
I'm acquitted. I'm acquitted. I'm gonna keep
I'm
saying
glad
that.
you're not for the embargo issues anymore. So
I know. I'm acquitted. I'm acquitted.
you lifted it and you shut it
I'm
down.
I know,
acquitted,
right?
baby.
Oh, man.
But Agent Orange, thank you for using
Yes.
our
And I'm gonna be even more orange now because I'm acquitted, baby.
Yes. So Agent Orange, thank you for
Always.
arriving in your Air Force 5 and using our tax
It's been a long
dollars.
time, but I was
get
busy
here.
with my impeachment process. I had to make sure that I was acquitted before I came back here, so I can rub it in all these
Oh,
Democratic faces,
Well,
especially
Agent Orange in the
Nancy
building.
Pelosi.
You pronounced it right? That's the last name?
I think so. I don't know.
Because you do have a problem with like mispronouncing
I
your
know.
words.
Pelosi. Paloli or cannoli? Maybe it's cannoli. I don't know.
Oh my God!
I'm glad that you was able to witness Fly Tito, BeatBoi, live and direct.
I know
Yes,
he's gonna make me a
Yeah.
beat later. The song is gonna be called Acquittal, baby. It's
Acquittal. Oh, the single.
I got you for a small loan of $1 million.
Small loan? You gonna charge me $1 million for a beat? That's $1 to me, guy. Come on. I'm a billionaire because I'm Donald
$1 billion.
J. Trump. That's $1 for me.
Too much, man. That's too much.
It's $1 for me, baby. All
All
right.
right, man. So that's the Trumpster, Agent Orange.
Before
Check
I
it out.
go, Nelly,
Okay.
now, okay, you've been my biggest.
I'm always trying to kick you out.
whatever
You're
it
always
is.
trying
I
to stay
know.
longer.
Say it one time for me. What am I?
Agent Orange.
No, not Agent Orange. What's the other word?
Agent
Acquittal.
douchebag.
I'm acquitted, baby. Say it one more
Acquittal.
time.
Mr. Acquittal.
Mr. Acquittal.
Mr. Acquittal.
Mr. Acquittal. Get it right, all right? John J. Trump,
That sounds like a
my
wrestler's
Secret
name.
Service, they're waving me forward.
WWF wrestler's name.
We
Mr.
gotta
Acquittal of the
take a
building.
trip back to Mar-a-Lago so I can sip on some $100,000 whiskey and keep saying it.
100K whiskey.
Yeah, it's 1920, baby.
I think you should use Mr. Acquittal.
And it's on company dime, baby.
Yeah.
I ain't paid for it.
Listen, Mr. Acquittal will be a great name
Yeah.
for your
Agent Acquittal. That's how you say it. Agent Orange Acquittal.
It would be a great propaganda name.
AOA,
for,
you know.
your new election run.
Put
Yeah,
AOA. That's my
presidential
name. AOA.
run. Yeah.
AOA. Agent Orange Acquittal.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get back to the show.
Yes, get back to it.
Agent Orange, thanks for visiting us.
Yes,
and thank you for wasting our tax dollars flying over here every day.
Come on, I'm acquitted. That's what.
man.
Also, charging your Secret Service agents
Oh, I heard about that. That is crazy.
for $650.
Yo, for real. You right about that. I saw that.
Insane, right?
Yo, my God. Talking
heard
about,
that shit?
I'm a
Didn't hear
businessman.
I didn't hear that, but it's brilliant.
Yes, bro.
At the end of the day, like,
Wow.
America is a corporation.
It is. It is a
you know?
corporation.
Each
Absolutely.
and every American is a corporation, whether they know that or not.
Oh,
You feel me?
yes, you're right.
So-
Wow. Very true, though. I
You know,
definitely
at the end
agree.
Of the day, like this is how I always looked at it. Like I
Yeah.
used to be angry at my European ancestry, you know, because I'm Boricua. And for those that don't know, Boricua is like Taino, African, and European. You know, Spaniard, Italian, wherever
Right,
they
right.
came from. And I used to really be angry at my European ancestry till I started like growing up, realizing if any of us was put in the same position to control the world, we probably would do it. Like if we had the knowledge and the tools to say like, yo, I'm gonna create these systems and like I'm gonna build these buildings and every month people are gonna pay me to live in them. You would have did it.
I mean, the
You
whole
feel me?
idea
Like-
of actually, creating a system as far as like controlled by money came from Europe.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So definitely, yeah, I see what you're saying though. But
Yeah,
I mean,
tribes,
it's
the tribes were able to survive thousands of years
Woo!
without like destroying
Nothing.
the balance of
nothing.
nature. You feel me?
Right,
Like,
right.
and
Absolutely.
we just, like,
That's
2,000
their
years
biggest.
after
That's their
dead.
biggest win. Was we're gonna say we did it and we didn't do it. You know? A comedian made fun of that shit. He was like, white person was like, hey, well, you know what? This guy's not taking credit for for creating energy. Guess what? We did it.
Yeah.
That's right, man.
It's the white man for you.
Yeah,
Because they're not gonna take credit, so might as well
Yeah,
take
but
it.
that could be a
If
definite,
you think
definitely a
about
different
it in
topic.
history, the white man has never been like the innovator or
What have they really
inventor of
created?
anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When it
Never.
comes like they just capitalize. They
Yeah,
did vultures.
capitalism.
They created slavery.
They
Yeah.
take an idea
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
you. They take an idea from you and run with it
Of
Turn it
course.
into a
because they know how to
business.
expand it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
And that's where their intellect comes, is like business. That's why they pay black and brown people to fucking create for
Yeah,
them.
absolutely.
And they'll pay you big bucks. Like, yo, here, create, make this music, because they don't have the idea. I mean, I don't want to say it like that. I don't want to.
No, I know what you
I'm
mean.
not coming at white people saying y'all, because I like shout out my boy Corey Cuts. You know, all my white boys and my white homegirls know that they not a part of this. What I'm
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
yeah,
If it don't
yeah.
apply, let it fly. But for the most part,
But you know,
they don't have
everybody's
the
But
always-
Latino,
idea.
you're right about that. I definitely agree with you because
Well-
at the end of the day, they're really. I mean, I'm gonna be blaming them. They're all, culture vultures.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
absolutely,
just
bro.
put it like that. I mean, I just
Yeah.
don't want to
Number
say it
one.
like that, but I'm just being blatant right now.
Just say it. Just say
They're all
what's on your
culture
mind,
vultures, you know what I'm
JT.
saying?
Say it.
Funny, it's time to just say what you mean and mean what the
They all
fuck
culture
you
vultures.
say.
You know how if you
Stop-
need any
stop the bullshit.
freaking like
Not gonna get assassinated.
if you need any proof, just look at the chopped cheese.
If Trump
Look
can
at chopped
say whatever
cheese.
the
Chopped
fuck
cheese.
he want, man.
Yo,
he our president.
Whole Foods, $10. I worked in a restaurant, $13, and you get it at the Ock for $4, and it's better than anything they do.
That is crazy,
So many examples
And the Ox do it better than anybody else.
There's so many examples of them like coming into a place, destroying the culture, but then capitalizing off of the culture
Absolutely.
to generate money, or
1000%.
like look at the NFL. Like there's probably 5 teams that use racist, like anti-Native American mascots.
Well, one of them just won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So that's all
The
I'm saying.
Redskins.
The Redskins, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. There's like 4 or 5 teams that use anti-Native American like mascots and designs on their stuff, and to them, other people's culture is like jewelry. You feel me? It's an adornment.
That's a great analogy right there.
Yeah, they wear
true.
dreads. Like back in the days, dreads, none of that shit. They wasn't letting that around them. Now you see these white people. Oh yeah, I got freedom locks and I got this. You feel me?
Yeah, man. I got freedom locks.
They don't even know what that shit means. They don't even know like Rastafari culture where that comes from.
Yeah.
You feel me? They just want to do it because they dirty and they think it looks cool.
Yeah, but I will say this: the new generation of white of Caucasian people that like our age or like younger, they're not into the whole spectrum of like oppressing people. They're different.
Well,
they
because
grew up in our culture. They grew up.
Well, many of them,
seeing the hip-hop
Because a lot
culture
of
be
them-
popular, and they know how they've done their research. You know what I mean?
And a lot of them are
Eventually
dying
they're gonna
off.
die out.
Yeah.
Those type of
But
people
there's
die
still a
out.
distinction.
That's why
like,
it's gonna take time for everything to change, because you gotta let all those racist, stupid motherfuckers
Die
die.
off. Yeah, die off.
And then by the
But
time
it's-
like second
but
or
the
third
issue
generation
is-
from
But
now, it'll
they
be good.
don't die off because they have kids.
exactly.
The idea is still the same.
Grandchildren.
And passing an idea that I
You feel me?
yeah, but go ahead. Go
What I
about-
was gonna say is that there's a distinction. Even those suburban white kids that grow up listening to hip hop and all that stuff, they have no clue the culture where that music comes from.
Right.
You feel me? So like they relate to it or associate with that music for whatever reason, but they don't really know why they do that. It's just like, oh, it's lit. It's popping.
it's
I
lit.
like it.
Yeah.
Right.
They don't know, like, there's real pain and struggle behind.
They can't
the
really
words,
identify
like, they
to
can't
that.
Identify with it. That's the word I was really
Yeah,
looking for.
yeah.
Like, you know, they can relate to it in whatever way, but they can't identify with.
Yeah,
the
because
struggle
I've had those
that
conversations with a coworker of mine. We talk about that all the time. It's like, and I tell him to his face, and he's like, "Yeah, I know." And he acknowledges it.
Yeah, and that's one thing I gotta respect white people who acknowledge their
they're
privilege
privileged.
in the world.
Yeah,
And
they do.
you feel me?
And
Like that's a important thing. And if you can't acknowledge that, you're not an ally.
and I told him, and I told
You're
him
not
that,
fixing the problem.
and I told him like you don't when I talk to you, you don't look down. Because sometimes when I've had customers come up to me talk like a slave master, and that shit is like,
Oh yeah, no.
like you talk like, what the fuck, like this ain't back in the 50s.
As if like they, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
you're inferior
as you
and they're superior to you.
Yes, superior
You know what I'm saying?
to you.
That idea.
But you know, I told them I don't get that from you. I don't get that sense of superiority, because some of them even hippies who try to
But
be
that's a
good
sign
about
of weakness, though. When you do
know?
that, it's a sign of weakness.
It is a sign of weakness.
Bring
They
somebody
still
else
have
down
like
to-
that
Yeah.
superiority complex. Like they still like they're trying to
They
you
try
know
to hold on to it as long as they can.
yeah, but it's like, you know,
It's
we're
dying, like you
it's like
said.
we're helping you out, but you know, we only because we feel bad for you, not because we really legitimately want to help you out.
Yeah, absolutely, man. But I don't know if you guys seen in the British Film Awards recently, the actor who just did the Joker movie, Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh yeah, he wilded
He
out
got
on them.
presented. Yeah, he got presented with an award.
Oh yeah,
And
The speech.
if we're gonna play. We're gonna.
Somebody came out of it right now.
Jesus Christ, Coño. Motherfuckers is calling me. You know I'm live on air. Anyway, you can't get on the show, buddy. Flight Tito's day, man. But anyway, yeah. So we're gonna play that later on in the show. We should play a clip of it. But basically, for those who didn't, did you listen to it, Chris?
No, I haven't.
You too busy, baby, daddy.
Anyway,
so,
baby.
yeah, so
What is that
basically,
even? That's not even
he
a
was saying
word,
that
daddy, baby,
systematic-
daddy.
I was trying to get to it.
I
Brother.
know. Tongue tied like you always do. Like when you get
Systematic racism is a real big issue.
Of course,
And,
absolutely.
he basically said that those who created and benefited off of oppressing other people are the ones that are supposed to change it.
Absolutely.
Not the ones that were oppressed. Like why? Like we're always fighting to like change the spectrum. Oh, you know, to stop racism, to stop this. But why don't they do it? That's basically what he was trying to
And
say.
you know what? As you're saying that, I think about what Diddy said in the Grammys about black music not getting that much. What you mean? Like, I mean, as far as like getting that
representation.
exactly.
Yeah.
However, though, you know who called them out?
Tyler.
Mace.
Oh,
Mace called out Diddy out. He
Yeah.
called out Diddy. Like you
He
talking
had a
about
whole-
that?
He had a whole speech.
Oh
see that
man,
part? Oh, I
he's like to
didn't see
begin
that.
with that. You got to change yourself.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Because you were part of the problem.
Oh shit.
So basically,
Yeah.
what happened is that Mace had offered Diddy $2 million to buy his catalog back from Diddy.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Diddy said, "Nah, like that's nowhere near the amount of money that it's worth."
Oh shit.
So Mace felt like, as a man and as somebody who made money off of Mace for so many years, Diddy should have just took that $2 million and let Mace eat.
Right,
Yeah.
right, right.
For sure. Yeah.
But if you think about
But
it,
Bad
what if
Boy was
Mace-
known for that,
what
though.
if Mace's catalog
Not
is
Bad Boy,
worth?
Puff Daddy.
What if his catalog
Bad
is
Boy, Puff
worth
Daddy.
$30 million? And you only offering me $2 million. You feel me? Like, am I supposed to take this two? Am I supposed to take a $28 million cut just because
That-
you my boy and because whatever? Like, it's not. I mean, and I'm not trying to be on Diddy's side. I'm just playing the devil's advocate.
I got you.
It's not Diddy's fault that Mace didn't have the proper representation, the
Yes,
proper management to review
Yes.
those contracts
But
and
you know
make
what?
sure that
Yes.
you feel me. That's all
Yeah.
correct
If you
before.
if you
he
make a
signed it.
deal, you're supposed to know what you're getting
But
into.
in its defense, though, I'll say like this, though. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm playing both sides like you, right? I mean, Mace didn't have that, economic power like Diddy has. I can't get those high paid
lawyers,
lawyers,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying, to really go over my contract and really read it and tell me, okay, this is what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, he's dude from Harlem, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get on, whatever. So, end of the day, I mean, he's a street dude that's just trying to get on.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at the same time, I get it. But at the end of the day, Diddy always had the economic advantage over his artists because he's the one that has the money, able to get those high-priced lawyers. And it could be a whole different situation.
That's what white people been doing to.
Oh my God, 1,000%.
Not to say Diddy's right for doing it, but
No,
at the
I
end
get
of
it.
the day, you can't knock a man's hustle. He became an executive at the level that he's playing at. Like, he's not writing songs and making money off of that. He's writing fucking contracts and he's doing mergers with big companies. He's licensing catalogs.
No, absolutely.
You feel me, to
You
films
gotta get
and
credit when it's
stuff,
due,
like-
though. Absolutely, gotta get credit when
You
it's
know how
due.
much money it takes to run a company to actually push an artist out? It takes a lot of money. So at one point, I get it. He has a history of snaking people, but at the same time, if you're signing up for a job, you gotta read the job description and see all the fine print. What the HR, what problems you get into with HR. It's the same thing. You're an artist. Read that contract, man. Make sure if you don't understand it, grab it. Take it to somebody who can.
Right. But I mean, again,
some
what I was
people
saying.
get hyped. They're poor. They're coming out of the ghetto.
Right. So
They
I'm
see
saying.
a few chips in front of them, and they just sign it.
Yeah, definitely.
At the end of the day,
Desperation.
he's talking about it now because he's not happy now. But before, he was happy with his situation. He
That's
took
true.
the deal. He took the deal. He had everything he needed. Then he gave him a brownstone. He said, "Yo, here, this is paid for. I got you with the shows. I got you with this." Did he
The
already
flashy
put all
suits.
his upfront money on him?
Shiny
So at
suits,
the end
yeah.
of the day, if you was happy with the deal, you made the deal, my friend. Whatever deal you want to make, at the end of the day, that's your deal. That's what you made. As a worker, in real work life, your deal. If you want to be a janitor, if you want to be there's a deal that you have to do, and you gotta fulfill
there's a
that
deal.
job.
Like if you want to be a butcher, you have to know that you got to cut meat
Yeah,
and
that's
butcher
it. It's a
pigs and
deal.
cows.
I got
And
And
like,
you
what you
gotta
laughing so hard for? He's dying over there.
But you also gotta know.
Professional butcher.
You also gotta know. You also gotta know when you serve these people, you have to be very proper and serve these people very well.
Are you ready for the right
You know,
one? It's just like, dang.
But you know, you ever had a conversation?
Great
You ever had a
timing,
conversation
great
with Nell when he's doing his thing?
What is
Room
it?
service. How are you?
Wow, hey.
You know, you ever seen that movie? You gotta use your white voice. Gotta use your white voice.
Oh yeah.
With Danny Glover.
Yeah.
That's no. I heard his white voice.
I know.
Room service. He sounded like he sounded like one of those like Ivy League nerds that.
I'm a chameleon, man, so I know how to act in different environments. If I know this environment can't handle a certain persona on me, then I'm not gonna use it.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
You gotta fit. You
Know how to
Everybody's
adapt.
line is different. Everybody, got
You know how to adapt to
We
it.
with a whole bunch of white executives. I'm like, yo, fuck that shit, nigga. Like, that shit makes no sense.
Well, that's
They-
stupid.
They don't understand.
They don't
that.
understand
I'm
it.
like, hey there, buddy, how's it going?
They
How's
understand
this? How's the stock market?
There you go. That's his white voice.
How's this
That's his white voice.
They understand it when Gary Vee is saying it. They be like, "Oh my God, he's so raw, he's so real,
Yeah, Gary Vee. Yeah.
so authentic."
Right.
But yeah, man.
Oh,
Then at the
man.
Round Table podcast,
Yes, man. We're gonna take a little
BeatBoi
break though.
Fly T in the building.
Yes, sir.
Don Giovanni, you already know.
Yes, sir. Hold up, get tap again for them.
Yeah, we want to
Yeah,
take a
me in
short
the building.
break. Expectations is the topic of the day. We'll be right back. Let's get some tunes of Bodega the DJ. This is what you want.
Let's get it. Bodega the DJ. G, we're back. You know what I'm saying? DJ Jones of all. Lenny Nail, Chris Ryder, Bodega the DJ on the 1 and 2s. We all did at the Roundtable Podcast. Your source to knowledge.
Yes. We got a special guest on the show. BeatBoi Fly Tito, you know what I'm saying, representing Harlem.
What up,
AKA
guys?
Don
Fly
Giovanni in the
Tito.
building too, you know what I'm saying, supporting his bands, you know what I'm
We
saying.
here, man.
Absolutely,
We
man.
here, Harlem,
Yeah.
baby.
And tell him is GEO, not GIO.
That's right, baby. Don't get it twisted.
All my life, you feel me? Everybody was
Don't get it
G.I.O..
twisted, baby.
Yo,
Like,
can I real quick
like the
story,
Neo
yo.
Geo?
I had a teacher tell me,
Like the Neo Geo?
yo, I had a teacher tell me, yo, that GEO is the wrong way, and I said, nah, that's not the wrong way, man. They taught you wrong, my man. my 8th grade teacher, I swear to God, he told me, yo, that's not how you spell G. I said, nah, they taught you the wrong way. GEO,
That shit was fucking
geographic,
hilarious.
geology.
There you go.
Everything geo.
There you go, geo. You're right
Why
about
does
that.
it change when it's a name?
Right.
Geography, geology, anything with GEO is geostorm. Everything's
Quick question:
GEO.
Was the teacher white?
Yeah.
He was Asian actually.
It was Asian. Okay.
Yeah, he
Oh,
was
they the
Asian.
worst.
GIO refers more to like Europeans, how they spell it.
Europeans,
Yeah.
Europeans feel like that. But yeah, man, we got B-Boy in the building, man.
Yes,
Fly
yes,
Tito,
sir.
man.
What up?
We're gonna get into it. About your music career, man. We definitely are feeling your music, man. We definitely are supporting you. I like the way that you have like a lot of like inventions in your song, in the sense that you relate to like real life shit and you talk about real shit, and I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Right.
And I noticed that in most of your songs, and I definitely, man, am into it, and I appreciate where you're coming from, man, as an artist, bro.
So let's
It's
get to
dope.
your whole artistry, though. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
what got you started into music? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, just give a quick background of
I
yourself.
would love to. I started playing piano when I was 6 years old. That's what started me on my musical journey.
Wow, 6 years old.
Yeah, my pops had actually my uncle right here and
Word.
my pops. They would be in the room making beats on a little piano that they had with the
shit.
floppy discs and shit. Like,
Okay,
that's how it was
little
made.
floppy disk.
You remember that, bro? You remember that shit?
How many megabytes they had? Like
they
2
a Korg-
megabytes.
They had a Korg N364. It was a 64 megabyte, like 16-bit, like some.
Yo, that's crazy.
OG
So
shit.
boom, they would
Yeah, yeah.
there, and I would always want to get in there, and they would never let me in because they was burning it down and shit. I'm mad young. So whenever they would leave, I would just go and try to play. So eventually, my pops put me into school for piano, and I started learning.
Oh, that's dope.
I started classical piano, and I did that for a couple years. I actually got accepted into Juilliard when I was 12 years old.
Oh, nice.
For a music
Wow.
advancement program.
Big slice.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
big
so,
right there.
So that shit was powerful.
Yeah.
I was one of 5 pianists that got accepted that year.
Wow.
So I did that for 2 years. I was in Juilliard. While I was in junior high school, I was going to Juilliard as well.
Yeah.
And
And
after I
Juilliard, just
graduated-
to tell our listeners, for those who don't know, and even our co-hosts here, that's big time. If you get into that school,
Yeah,
that's
that's
the top
like-
of the top. Top and top.
That's
So-
the Harvard of music.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
much, yeah. So I was there working with college students before. It was kind of like a pre-college program and stuff. But after I graduated that and stuff, I went to school for audio engineering, SAE. I got my audio engineering certificate. And I just started I opened up my studio and I started recording a bunch of artists, recording myself, because I've always been a rapper and a producer. But I realized not being an engineer is a obstacle, because I'm always waiting on somebody else to get my music done. I gotta
see.
call these people. Yo, did you mix that record?
Yeah, that makes
Yo,
sense.
could you send me the performance track? Yo,
Right,
I need
right,
an
right.
instrumental out. Nah, I don't need none of that. I'm gonna learn how to do this shit myself.
do it on my
and
own.
I'ma do it. You know, I'm gonna do it on
Yeah.
my own.
You gotta get a clap for that, man. That's dope, man. That's just dope. That's just dope.
JT and his
You know
clap.
what I mean? No, but it's dope though, because I mean, you taking full ownership of your own stuff. Well, you're not, you know what I'm saying? You're not relying on somebody else.
And even further than that,
Yeah,
I
go ahead.
opened up a LLC, BeatBoi Productions LLC.
That's great.
Record
That's
label.
dope.
I got 2 artists right now that I'm working with, and I'm basically in the development phases with them. But I'm all about that, like just building, keeping everything in house, working with the family, making money with the family. Like that's what it's really about. Like I'd rather make 50% of something than 100% of nothing.
And that's the way. That's the new age right here. It's like you don't need the labels no more. You just need social media. You can put your stuff on YouTube. I mean, iTunes, Spotify right away.
Shit. Yeah, right.
Right away. You just do that right away. You don't need nobody else.
It's always good to have things like you just said right now in house though, because everything is within you guys. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And it actually makes the process work a lot more quicker. Because everything's in house,
and you generate more money later on when things pop off because it's all coming to you. Right. Keep everything in house. You don't have to.
And also, when you go to them labels, you hold the power now. Because when we were talking about Mace ain't had that power when he went into that. Because it's like they're looking at you like, what you call for us? You can't offer us nothing. So he was disabled. Yeah,
hold all the power like He-Man.
The power of the if Mace could have walked into the label with
his
a
own
CD that's already done,
his own
mastered, done, all he needs is a distribution deal, he would have got a better deal from Bad Boy.
Oh hell yeah!
But they had to put the advance up, put him in the studio.
That's what I was saying.
Well, I get it both sides. You're right about that.
That's why, like, if you look at the Locks when they signed with Jay-Z, they were talking about that. And there's like, artists in the 90s and even the early 2000s, they were handicapped when they went into the labels.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now you have all the avenues of social media and all this other stuff that you go into these labels now with all the power, and the expectations that you have for yourself, which is what we're talking about now, is higher. And then they can't sit there and like, oh, well, you need us. Well, you're going to sit there and say, I don't need you. You need me now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that shit is flipped.
And that's why later when we was talking about the P. Diddy thing, I said you have to see it from a business standpoint. Like, he's invested so much money in the development of this artist that he has to get that revenue back somehow. Yeah, and
get
bro.
the time back.
Yeah, the artist is there doing their shows and all that.
Videos that he was dancing,
all the shiny suits and all that.
And not to mention
the scenes, like the promotion,
but
the production costs, the concert costs. You talking to agents trying to get him deals on commercials. So
you also got to
that takes a lot, bro.
And you also got to think about what
the legal part, too.
Yeah, how much time Mace's thrown away over the years, because he had those 2 albums, then he went on his hiatus for years, and that's money that Diddy lost. So in the Diddy's mind is like, bro, hold up, what are you talking about? Like, you spent 4 or 5 years doing nothing. I'm putting money in your pocket. Like, you coming at me with $2 million? No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I mean, that's it.
Well, I can't blame Diddy though, because at the end of the day, it's a system. It's a system, the way it's been designed, where you follow a certain structure. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, it is a business.
It's an investment.
You know what I mean? So I do understand it. So I can't point the finger like, at Diddy, like you're saying he's the problem, whatever, like that. However, though, we got to really break out of that whole structure. Yeah, we got to break out of that mindset, because at the end of the day, it is still taking advantage. You know what I'm saying? It is.
But only if you let yourself become an object of being taken advantage of, that's on you, bro. I agree, you have to educate yourself. I don't care. And Mace was a college graduate, kid, from Purchase University. He should have known better.
You're right.
He should have known better.
Right.
He should have known better.
I didn't even know that, Mace. You done mucked up now, but
that was just a different time. Like, these record labels at that time.
There you go. It's a great
entities.
Ruthless.
So it's like you
had to get a record deal to get on.
You had to get it. You had to get on it by any means. So for him, I know when he went in there, he was intimidated.
So, talking about expectations, what was his expectations? That's the topic of the day.
Right.
Mace's expectations, what were they? He wanted to be a rap star at all cost, right? Didn't matter how low ball he got on the deal. He took it because he just wanted at all costs, at any cost.
But you know what? I think Mace took it a lot more harder because it came with someone that looked like him.
Yes, you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
So it would have been different if it was like a Steve Rifkin or Rifkin. It was Loud Records. You know what I'm saying? They actually had that concert last week, which is a dope concert though. One of my friends went over there. But I think he took it more harder because it came from somebody that looks like him.
Yes, absolutely.
And I think that's why I think he actually put that whole essay out, you know what I'm saying, on Instagram and said it like that.
I mean,
which
we don't know the ins and outs of their relationship.
That's true.
Either.
That's
They
true.
told me the things that they spoke about behind closed doors, like.
Yeah.
But with the same token, man, that's dumb, man. None of them ever put $1 in my pocket.
So yeah, man. So
Real shit.
like Tito. So you I like the way that you integrated both sides, right? So you had the natural talent because you seen it at home from your uncles playing the piano with the floppy disk. You had that skill set already, right? Because it was in you, like naturally. But then you took the theory part of it. You went to school, learned the theory, learned how to actually how the mechanics work, right, of music.
Technical aspects.
And you put their natural skills and the actual study of music together, and that made you the artist you are today.
Yeah.
That's great, man. That's a great achievement. Can I get a
so
clap
much.
for that?
Yeah.
Can I get a clap?
You get a clap.
Come on, you don't get to take all the claps here, brother.
Listen, that's 4 claps already, by the way.
What's the record? 6 laps, right?
Yeah, I think it's 6. Yeah.
It's crazy that you say that too, because like that, I'm always big on completing a circle.
Yes.
You feel me? Like I'm a spiritual individual, but I also realize I'm a human. So like I don't try to veer too far off in either directions. I don't follow my instincts to the end, nor do I follow my spirit to the end, because I have like being a human means being balanced between these two things.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You feel
And
me?
that's the hardest thing to come through.
Absolutely, it's so
Balance
hard.
is the
Yeah,
hardest
balance.
thing.
But that's why you got to start off with one thing at a time. You feel
Absolutely.
me?
Absolutely.
If you can't wake up in the morning early, then focus on that for a week or 2 weeks. Once you got that down packed, then focus on eating a healthy breakfast. Once you got that down packed, then focus on exercise. Once you got that, you feel me? Like you just add little things until you eventually you live in a lifestyle that a lot of people can't live because you just took it step by step.
Step by step, and in your artistry, you found that balance.
Yeah.
Once you learned both sides of the field, you had the natural talent, then you learned the technical part of it, and now you're complete, man. And that's a lot. That's something that a lot of artists do not have in them. And I'm glad that you have it, man, because that's gonna make you, you know what I'm saying, like different than the others.
But
you know
that's
what
the
I'm saying?
expectations he had of himself, though.
Yeah,
the high that
expectations
he had in the
crazy
focus.
thing is, bro, I ain't even set expectations. And
I'm
that's
about to
the
ask you
crazy
that
thing,
because
like,
I'm the same way. I don't
yeah,
really.
This topic, like, I don't expect nothing.
Wow.
From life, from nobody, from nothing.
That's
like,
just
life. I'm just I'm
same
no
mindset
different
I
than a
have.
flower in the garden. You
Okay.
understand what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm a human. Yeah, I have different experiences and all this stuff. I'm more complex, but in the grand scheme of life, I'm no different than that flower. I'm
Wow.
no different than that fly flying through the room. I'm just here. I'm
Right,
just
right.
experiencing whatever happens. Like, of course, I'm gonna work and try to make the best things happen. But if the best things don't happen, I'm not gonna be like stressed or lost over it. I'm gonna just be like, fuck this shit.
You know what? I'm glad you brought that up because I mean, when you have that mindset, though, it's saying like, I mean, you always want to expect something. It always leads 9 out of 10 times to disappointments
Or resentment.
or resentment as well.
Yeah.
True that.
Well,
you know what I'm
you
saying?
ever heard the saying, expectations set the ground for disappointment.
Yeah.
Like, once you set an expectation,
But what?
chances are nobody's gonna meet that expectation, or very few people. Gonna
Yeah,
meet
but
that.
let's
So
say you put an expectation for yourself, but you're very goal orientated, right? You don't think you can accomplish an
yeah, of course
expectation
you
of
can.
yourself?
You can set an expectation for yourself, but don't beat yourself up about it. if you
Right,
can't meet that
right.
expectation.
And that's the
Yeah,
problem with a
that's
lot
the
of people,
problem,
though. When they don't reach it at
They
a
don't
certain
know how to
time.
not beat themselves up.
How about your peers? Your peers sometimes have high expectations of you, and they be like, "Oh,
At the end
fuck."
of the day, what I tell people, like, I never get attached to other people's expectations. Of
You
me.
can't. You can't. You
Never
can't let
get
them
attached. Like,
dictate.
you could be my girlfriend for 5 years. I'm never gonna get attached to your expectations of me. You're gonna be like, yo, I thought you should have did this or you should have did that. That's what you thought.
Yeah.
You're not
Right.
in my body. You don't see the way I see, think the
Yeah.
way I think. You don't know what
And
I
that's the
you feel
biggest
me?
problem with human beings is
Yeah.
that they want you to do what they want instead of
Yeah.
you just doing what you want to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
You're right
and
about that.
We need to learn how
Very
to
true.
live amongst each other, just, you know, and let everybody be who they got to be. You know what I'm saying? All this other shit, like, you know, listen, at the end of the day, I was born alone. I'm going to die alone, bro. Like, don't be telling me what to do or what you expect of me. That's great that you have great aspirations for me. But listen, I might not get there. You know what I mean?
Right.
I might not make it
Well,
happen.
we
So
both
don't-
probably gonna
don't
get in
feel
trouble for
butthurt
this for
when I don't
saying
make
that.
it.
What you mean? Huh?
Yeah.
You know, girlfriends, wives, whatever they.
Bro,
Yeah,
but,
like-
yo, look.
I expected you to throw out the garbage today. Well,
Yeah.
bitch, why not? And I did.
I expect you to come at this time.
damn.
Take me here.
God
Take me
damn.
there.
God.
Where's my ring?
Like,
That's the best part. Where's my ring?
I was running late at work and I just missed the fucking garbage bag on the way out. What the hell's the problem?
God.
Where are you? Why are you so late?
Oh man, but I mean, going back to the main topic though, expectation definitely, like you just said though, man.
We were on the main
definitely
topic,
leads-
JT, just in case you
I'm
didn't
sorry,
know.
but I mean, yeah, you go through the whole little rant with the whole joking thing.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
I know it's changing, right? Yeah. It was a little changing, whatever. But going back to the main topic, I was saying that, you know.
I'm like, what are we just talking about?
But it definitely leads to disappointment, though, because, again, I mean, when you get a lot of expectations, right? Even with your friends, like you said, or even with like your girlfriend or whatever, I mean, it goes to a point where it's more expected than appreciated.
Yeah.
And that's what really messes up the whole relationship.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? When it's like,
I never want to make somebody that I care about feel like I expect them to be there for me, or I expect them to do something for me. I'm gonna call you, yo, what's up, bro? Yo, I need help with this, blah blah blah. Yo, I'm sorry, I can't do it, blah blah. Right, no problem, cool.
Respect that,
and that's
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be like, damn, bro.
But
But
that's
what
it.
about that last time when you called me and I went over there? I dropped everything I was doing.
Right.
None of that shit means nothing. That's the
Right.
past. That's done already.
Right.
Like,
You feel me? So like, it's just as individuals, if you don't want to suffer, don't set expectations.
right.
You feel me?
I agree. You know what? That's a clap, right? That's number 5 right there. Number 5 right there. God damn. No, he's right about that, though.
I'm saying,
He's
you
1,000% right about that.
With 7, you beat the record, bro. You get that 7 clap. Yeah, man, but it's true.
Yeah,
man. You
yeah.
should never. You should always, if somebody wants to do something for you, they should do it out of the kindness of their heart. It shouldn't be like, because you're like, oh
And
shit,
on the
you're
flip side,
forced.
do it out the kindness of your heart, so that you don't expect for that person to, return the favor or anything. Nah, I'm doing this because you look like a person in need, and I'm somebody who could help you for no other reason than that.
Right.
You know what I mean? That God put me in your path to help you in this time of need, and whatever happens from it happens.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, absolutely.
You gotta give and not expect to receive back. That's
Right,
the
right.
whole part. That's the Jesus mentality, right?
And you gotta be able to receive. I used to have a problem receiving. You feel me? Like I didn't have a problem giving and helping people, but I had a problem accepting help.
This guy don't accept gifts for Christmas, man. He don't accept no gifts.
Man, hold on.
I don't celebrate.
Oh, you like me, baby. You like me. You like me. I don't expect anything for Christmas or birthday, nothing like that.
That's
I don't
I feel you
bash
on that one
anybody.
So it's
because
not-
I'm the
okay,
same way too.
wait.
Because
So wait. Now let's say it's a holiday gift, which is not Christmas. You don't believe in Christmas. You don't believe in
I'm
holidays.
gonna put it to you like this: if you came to me and you said, "Yo, BeatBoi, I found this mic. I was, looking in this antique shop and I found this mic and I thought about you."
I'm giving it
I
to
would
you.
accept that because that's something that was thoughtful.
And let's
came
say it
from your
happens to
heart.
be around December. Would you
not because
accept
you
it?
were forced to do it.
Not
Forced to
when-
do
if it came-
Let's say hypothetically, that mic, right, that you're talking
Yeah, you
about,
know what?
I found it on the 23rd of December, and I
said,
gave it to you on the
I figured I'd
24th.
give it to you for Christmas.
No, I said I just gave it to you on the 24th. It wasn't a Christmas
to
gift.
be
Like,
honest, I don't know. Bro.
Coincidentally, it happens to be the 20
Because you know what it is? I always tell people when I meet them, I be like, yo, I do not accept gifts.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
Okay,
accept
okay.
it. Don't buy it. Don't waste
Don't
your
bribe
time.
me.
Wow.
Tells everybody.
Like, money that you can
Don't buy
spend,
Man.
gifts, invest it in yourself.
Right.
Invest it in your children. Like,
And
sow
then,
those
it's
seeds
like
in other places.
because Christmas
Absolutely.
to me is the biggest scam because it's like
It
you're
is.
forced to get somebody something because
Absolutely.
of
you're right.
Christmas,
And Valentine's Day, which is
Yeah.
next week.
which is like
Or
crazy.
Friday.
Let's
coming up
say,
now.
let's say, just by coincidence of the world, I happened to see something that I wanted. I thought, oh shit, I could give this to Chris, and it happens to be that same day that Christmas.
Well, that's
lands on.
possible. That's possible.
By coincidence,
That's possible.
You're not going to receive it because you don't believe in Christmas.
That's possible.
You can't block your blessings.
That's
what I'm
possible.
saying.
That's
I'm just
possible.
saying.
That's what I was gonna
Yeah,
go
but,
back to
you know,
about like you gotta be able to you gotta give more than you want to receive, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You can't block your blessings when somebody comes to you and tries to offer you.
But you feel
something,
if it's really genuine though. You
If it's
feel it though. You
genuine,
feel
yeah,
it
you
though.
gotta
You
know.
will feel it though. The
Exactly.
energy will actually speak for it.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're
So
right.
that right there will say it.
You're right.
That what they will
I'll
say
be
it.
like, hey Tito, look, I got this mic for you, and it's
Yeah,
coincidentally
that
the
works.
24th. What is this? A Christmas gift? No. It's not a Christmas gift, buddy. I swear to God, I just got it today by coincidence.
Then I'll accept that. And
But
I'll
what
accept
he's,
that.
what, I mean, I get what you
understand.
mean
I'm
by
just-
that though. He's just pulling your chain. That's what Nelly Nell
I
does.
figured that.
He's a big
No, but it's-
fluffy.
It's all for ratings.
Troll, right?
He's
He's a big fluffy Fluffington. You know?
Nah, but it's true though. It's true though.
But
man.
He's like the Michelin tire icon.
But-
You ever seen him?
let's switch it up. Let's go a little bit back to your artistry. Let's go a little bit back. That song that we played at the beginning. I love that song, man. It was very versatile. I like everything that you were saying on there. What inspired you to actually are you the type of artist that gets inspired by life events in your life going on, and then helps you write a song, or is just like something you just do like sporadically, like out of nowhere?
To be honest, man, like it is a mixture of all of that, but it's also I could write about anything. You feel me? When I hear a beat, if it sounds like a toy kitty little beat, then I'm gonna write some, kid shit. I'm gonna write something that's gonna resonate with kids, like that Baby Shark shit. If I would have heard that beat, I probably wouldn't have wrote the same words, but I would have written something else that would have been a kid song. I wouldn't have tried to use that beat to make a hip hop song. You know what I mean?
I see.
Every beat gives you a different
I'm a
vibe.
songwriter. Yeah, every beat gives me a different vibe, and I'm gonna write to the vibe of the beat. With that song Fearless in particular, like, shout out to my boys, A Floor Productions. It's a production group. Marquise, Nate the Great, and I'm from Queens. And I was in the studio with them, and they was just going through a bunch of beats, and that one came across, and I'm like, oh, that shit is hot. Like, send me that. So they sent it to me, and we was working on something else in that session. When I got in the car to drive home, I was playing that beat, and I would say like 60% of the song came to me like before I even got home. Like,
Wow.
Yeah, so
I was in the car.
as I'm saying, like if a beat has to adhere to you, right? In the sense that you have to be, oh shit, like this, I'm feeling this shit, and you already like it comes like. As you're hearing it, you already know what you're gonna do with it right away. Like that's how it is, right? Like
two workflows. Like one is like that. The beat calls me and I just write to it. The second is I write something that I've been thinking about and then I make a beat to fit.
Wow, that's
You
dope.
feel me?
Okay,
Like,
yeah.
I got this song called Village. Where, the line came to me when I was skateboarding one day. I said, it takes a village to raise a child. The problem is you came and burned all the villages down. You built a world where you remain at the top, living for generations away from the dangers to drop. To rock bottom, I'm on edge for talking like Pac, cause y'all shot him. But I'm steady on course, walking with God, cause he's awesome. So I wrote some shit like that.
Damn, yo.
Finish
My
it.
nigga Tito, not Tito.
You gotta finish.
I can finish it, but it's just there's other music.
We're gonna have
in
a
the back.
freestyle
There's
session.
other
Yeah,
music in the
yeah,
back, so I don't
yeah.
wanna.
Yeah,
I don't wanna
yeah.
No, it's all. Hold on.
Basically, that's the gist of
give
the
him
song.
that.
I could give you that. I'll give you out a village at the end, but
Yeah, for sure.
that song I wrote while I was on a skateboard. I wrote it in my head, and once I got off the skateboard, I put it down. 6-7 months later is when I made the beat to that song.
Shit.
You feel me? And it was a dope, crazy beat. You feel me? Some funk, like boom bap type shit. So it depends, and I never try to limit my workflow or try to say like this worked for me last time, so let me do this again. Every day is a new day. You feel me? There's new energy flowing through me, flowing through the world. There's new things that need to be said, so I just try to tune in with that.
Yeah, that's great, man. That's great,
dope.
man.
That's
So-
dope.
And a lot of people don't have the ability to know the difference between those different things, and that's what makes you a complete artist, bro. Listen, man.
To
Tito.
me, artistry, man,
Not Tito, baby. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
a
Yeah.
mindset. You feel me? It's a mindset.
It is a mindset.
You
I mean,
could be a great singer. You could be a great painter, a great whatever. But if you don't have this mindset, you're not a great artist.
Yeah.
And an artist is somebody who's like, they don't show you this and say, hey, is this cool? They say, yo, this is the best thing that ever existed. This shit right here is fire. And if you don't like it, you're going to like it one day, blah, blah, blah. That's it. It's a belief system that you got to have in yourself and in the world. And, you'll be good. Just everybody, it's a different formula for everybody, but it's a mindset.
it is a mindset, and also, like you said, you're a spiritual person, right? Same with me. Like, I mean, everything is about really belief.
Yeah.
Believing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, as long as you can believe, it could definitely be achieved. You know what I'm saying? So 1,000%, man. You know what? You got to get number 6 right now.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you number 6 right here. I'll be fucking around with my bro Gio. I'll be trying to blow niggas' minds with certain thoughts, right? So I say like, if this was 200 years ago, not even maybe 100 years ago, we would be on ground level right now.
Nah,
we won't
man.
have no microphones, no
Yeah.
portable, none of this shit. You feel me? Like all of this is relatively new, and we just so happen to be born in a time where we get to utilize it and maximize upon it. Like shit could have been way worse for us. You feel me?
Absolutely.
So-
But it's also about being more appreciative, though.
Yeah.
Appreciating
That's
what
why
we
I
have.
appreciate it.
Absolutely.
That's why I appreciate it, because I recognize, like, damn, if I was born 100 years ago, it won't
You
be
see,
like
yeah,
this.
right.
Just think about how like crazy that is. Like in a matter of 100 years, how much we could progress in that 100, and even in the last
That's a
20,
it's a
even in the
small
last
time span.
20, and just think
Very
about
tiny,
like
small span.
the thousands of
Let me
years.
tell you, we live better
just-
than kings and queens that was back then.
Absolutely.
We got TV, we got pools, we
The
got
poorest
whole
person
deal.
actually
What?
is better than kings and queens.
Exactly. We got ice cream, we got refrigerators. refrigerators. Really think about that shit, man. Because everybody be depressed.
And only a short amount of time.
That's true.
You living good. You living
That's right.
good, kid.
That's
you
right.
living
You know
real
how
good.
crazy that was, bro? 100 years ago, niggas find you with strawberries in the winter. Where'd you get that? You a sorcerer.
Think about how like they used to preserve meat. Salt. They would just salt that shit up, put that shit out, and that's how they did that shit.
And they would get like a crust around the meat.
That's how. That's how.
in stone, you have
That's how
strawberries.
Jamaican came about. 'Cause
It's brilliant that they figured out how to, live like that.
and that's how
Right,
it is.
right.
That's how like the dry age came about, was from salting and like preserving.
Absolutely.
And then like you got outhouses and motherfuckers
so much
ain't
history,
bathed.
bro.
Yeah, it's
They
crazy.
ain't bathe, only bathe like once a month.
Yeah, dude.
So they would like put mad
No
perfume,
running water, bro. Imagine
nothing.
that shit.
No running water, right?
Hot
You gotta go to the river with a whole bucket and keep going back and
You
forth.
gotta think about
And
like
all the water with a flick of a wrist right
you
now.
gotta think about like Africa versus Europe. Europe was dirty,
Yeah,
fucking,
dude.
you know,
Africa was civilized
and
as
Africa
shit.
was
Yep.
clean.
the
It was
first
clean,
civilization
Yeah.
ever established.
civilized, clean. They were not dirty. They bathed everything.
But it goes back what you said earlier.
The Europeans actually adapted a lot of like modern civilization living off of the
Practices,
Africans.
Of course, the Moors
Yeah.
taught them everything.
Yes,
The
bro.
Moors.
They knew algebra before
Yes,
anybody.
bro. Trigonometry, all
Everything.
that, like all these Greek philosophers and Roman philosophers and stuff spent time in Kemet, which is known as Egypt today.
Yeah.
And like they learned from like ancient African scholars and mathematicians and scientists.
Oh, absolutely.
And then went back and built Rome and built Greece on
Against
these,
culture
on these-
vultures.
yeah, principles.
Culture was
They
the
took everything
It was-
from us. They took it all from us.
You know, I talk about these things with the coworker of mine, and we talked about all that, and he said the biggest issue was the naiveness of Africans. They were naive to the notion of they were too nice. I'm helping this person better themselves, but that person is gonna come back and kill me because
they're greedy.
and they want more.
Yes.
And, they
It's crazy that you say that because look, remember what I was saying about balance, and I say I don't like to veer too far off into the spiritual or to the human. White people or Caucasians, whatever, was too far into the human side. They was too instinctive. Remember, Europe was in an ice age for 10,000 years,
Yeah.
while Africa and
Yeah.
while Asia was thriving and connecting and building economies and all that, Europe was cut off from the rest of the world. So they fighting each other over resources.
Barbarians.
That's why there's so many different, so many
The
small
Vikings,
countries.
yeah.
Vikings.
There's so many countries in that one little land because people were saying, nah, this is my country, you're not crossing this line. You feel me? And the king was just the strongest motherfucker who could protect his people. And those people would bring him food and bring him whatever they did, weapons, whatever, just because he's protecting them. So all I was saying basically is that
Yeah, Tito, put up your mic a little bit better because we want people to listen to this shit.
all I was saying basically is that
You can lift it just a bit. Yeah, Don Giovanni, come on, man. There you go. See this boy, man?
that's
He got
my
the
brother
shirt
right
on, the
here,
fly
man.
T. Wanted by the FBI, fly Tito.
so
Oh, you want to
I want one of those shirts.
It's all about support and love, man.
absolutely,
So
1,000%.
the tribal peoples, the Africans and the Native Americans, were too far off into the spiritual side. They were completely connected to the earth. They knew when it was going to rain a week before. They didn't need computers.
Yeah.
They didn't need nothing. They was purely connected to the earth, to animals, everything.
You see how the plane is, right? And there's like the various points. So the pyramids in South America, it's on a straight line.
On a straight line, yeah.
And it's perfect, perpendicular to each other. So there's a lot of scholars that say that
That was
they
no
were in
coincidence. That was made-
communication.
that was made
That
like
they were
that.
in communication with each other.
Absolutely.
Like the Mayans, the Olmecs, they were in
all of them.
They had
direct
that
contact
built.
with Egypt. They were all in communication with
my
each
God.
other. Because it's crazy how they're so similar to each other and how they were able to create works of art that to this day engineers can't duplicate.
Recreate.
And they're still standing, whereas we got New York City streets that have been there for 10 years and they got holes in them.
Right,
But
potholes
you
and
go
all
to
that.
these places that have been there for thousands of years and their roads are still
Man.
there.
Yep.
Absolutely, man.
So that's what I
wow.
was saying is just basically like the Europeans, they developed the ego as a tool to defend and to protect themselves to survive to the next day. Whereas the native, the tribal people didn't need an ego. They were able to live through spirit. There was no competition. There was no
Right.
nothing. Now I can't lie. Of course, there was slavery. There was people who if you came into my land and tried to fight us and we beat you,
You were
now we're
slaves.
gonna enslave you
You were
and your
slaves,
children
yeah.
and your, the
Right,
rest
right,
of your
right, right.
family because you
Yeah,
came
you-
over
yeah.
here trying to fight.
Right, right.
Part of the
And that's
So
how it
don't
was.
start
Divide
nothing,
and
won't
conquer.
be nothing. That's
Divide and
what
conquer,
you know?
Yeah, that's how it was. Yeah.
Because as human beings have, like most human beings, have that in them that they wanna like control and power other people. I don't know why is
It's
that.
a European
The
thing,
European
bro.
thing.
You ever
They did,
seen,
what
um,
happened was the Europeans took the children of the natives, the children of the Africans, and they taught them English, they taught them Christianity, they taught them, you know, the etiquette that comes from Europe. They didn't teach us anything
They stripped them from
about
their identity.
Yeah, they stripped us
yeah.
from our culture. Like we don't know what our Taino ancestors
Right.
did when somebody died. We
Right,
don't know
that's
their
true. 'Cause
Because they
practices.
stripped that from
We don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
We don't even know.
It's
the-
not
Listen,
Exactly.
our last names, our names, our language right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all,
European.
yes, all
Yeah.
derived from Europe.
Spanish.
Yeah.
Like, we don't speak our native tongue, you feel me? So it's
Right.
just so many different ways, and it's as evil as it is brilliant. You feel me? And I'm going to always bring back to that because I don't want to sound bipartisan or like I'm trying to create division because in reality, I want to bring us all together.
Right, right.
I want the white people and I want the colored people
Absolutely.
to realize that what happened in the past is the past. Moving forward, yeah, the white people have more work to do to make things right
And
because
that's
they benefited.
And
the
it's
most
crazy
from
that you
everything.
it's crazy that you say that
Absolutely.
because there's a thinking behind that we've lost a lot of our greatness because we've been so diluted due to that, and that's crazy that you said that because it's thinking about it now. It's like, yeah, that's why there's so many people that say we've lost so much knowledge and greatness because you know we've been poisoned to be controlled basically.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, you know, Europe, honestly, white people are the minorities in the world.
Yeah, dude.
Yep.
They're the least populated,
That's
and
why
yet
they're
has
so
the most
afraid.
control overall.
Yeah, there's more brown and black people. I mean, brown colored people in the world than the white people.
You know what I'm saying? But it makes
And
you
if
think about it.
bro. Like white isn't natural to this planet. You need melanin to survive
Yes.
in a planet with a powerful sun like our sun.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Sun is
like,
energy.
That's how they dying
Yeah,
off
bro.
little by little. There's a lot of
cancer
interbreeding
and all
going
that
on
stuff.
now.
Well,
Interbreeding.
yeah,
like,
I
you
mean
know,
that shit been happening forever though, bro.
No,
Like
the
if you
same-
think about it,
yeah.
if people believe in the Bible, Adam and Eve had kids, and then what happened from there?
Yeah, where they had incest. Like kids had
course.
incest. How they fucking
What happened from
created
there?
it.
course.
If
You
you
fucked
believe
your
in
sister? What the fuck is it?
Real shit, right? If you believe
Adam
in the
Jr.
Bible, if you believe in the Bible and
Yeah.
you believe in that religious shit, Adam and Eve had kids,
had
and then
to.
they had kids, and they had
Bro,
kids.
yeah,
and
so how
had
did they
kids.
kids have kids? They had kids with each other. Like I don't get that.
That's
I don't
what.
get that.
But that's what I'm
That's
saying.
the Bible that they gave us and
Yeah.
told us to believe in.
Doesn't make
Right,
no
right, right,
fucking
right.
The
sense.
story of
Doesn't
Jesus
make
is
sense.
repeated in history
Before-
in
I don't
so
believe
many
that.
freaking
Yeah.
cultures. You know,
Oh yeah,
Set-
Egypt,
set
Horus.
and rock.
all that. That's Jesus has been repeated forever.
Yeah.
I would understand like if let's say right here in Harlem, right, God puts two couples, Adam and Eve, and their kids have kids with each other. Like you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, but
oh,
even
this is
after
my
a
daughter,
while-
this is my son. I want you to have kids.
Even
That's
after a
different.
while, you're gonna fuck your cousin. Even after a while, because if you think about it, there's
Yeah.
two people. Let's say they each have a son and a daughter.
Yeah.
Son has a baby with daughter. Daughter has a baby with
Oh,
son.
my God.
And that's cousins. Now the next generation is cousins.
That's crazy.
You see what I'm saying?
Cousins.
So you need at least
What's
like
up, cousin?
I thought it was 7 men,
coming to
7
the
men and
next
16
barbecue.
women
7 men and 60 women
to repopulate the planet with enough biodiversity to not cause any genetic.
Any,
But that
redneck-
was, that was the
redneck
direct
genetics.
destruction of the Roman Empire was because,
interbreeding and stuff like that.
interbreeding. By the time you got to because they had the golden era, and then the last real emperor was in the movie Gladiator. That emperor was
Julius
the last.
Caesar?
No, the
It was Caesar. no?
Maximus. I think his name
Maximus.
was.
Okay.
He was the last one.
No, Maximus was the gladiator, bro.
Was it?
Yeah,
No,
man.
because I forgot
Maximus
his
was
name.
Russell Crowe.
Because
It was Caesar, brother.
No, it's not Caesar.
They was interbreeding.
They were interbreeding,
to
and then
consolidate
his
power
son,
and to keep power with
who
the family.
his son was
Right, right.
was actually deranged, and then from there it just slowly destroyed itself because
Same
of
thing
that.
with King Tut. King Tut was the product of interbreeding.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, yeah.
He was
Oh, yeah.
mildly deformed
That's why he died when he was so young.
because he was deformed. He was
Yeah, he
mildly
fucking-
deformed. Yeah.
He was a redneck, like a redneck type.
Nah, he was
Was
just.
it-
He was deformed. He could. I think he could barely walk.
He was the Hills Have
Yeah, like
Eyes.
the
The Hills
Hill-
Have
yeah.
Eyes.
He
Yeah.
could barely walk. He had like a
Yeah.
weirdly shaped head. He couldn't walk.
That's a fact, bro.
He was. I think he had like his arms was crazy. Like
Powerful people do this to keep power within their family.
and the
Like,
bloodline.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all know about the Rothschilds, but the Rothschilds,
Oh, yeah.
you feel me? There's something like Baron Rothschild put in his will, like the only way a female member of my family is gonna make money is if she's married to a Rothschild.
What the hell?
You feel me? So basically,
So he was forced into incest.
So basically, like, yeah, you had to marry a cousin or a distant aunt or whatever.
Wow.
A distant uncle if you were a female to be entitled to the
royalties.
inheritance of
Yeah.
of that family. Yeah, so
insane.
that's how he made sure that if his daughter marries outside the family, she ain't gonna take this family's money into this new family and build
Rich
them
white
up.
people onto some weird shit, bro.
Sick, bro. There's a lot of ritualistic shit.
Oh, yeah,
bro, that
absolutely.
goes on, bro.
And you know what? Listen, there's no conspiracy
That ass,
with that.
bro.
There's no conspiracy
Yo,
behind that,
people
man.
be-
It's
people could call me crazy.
Yeah, it's
I
real.
don't care,
It's real.
bro. Like I see.
We not the only
If you
ones
look
that
at
know.
it, like Eyes Wide Shut, that movie by
Oh,
Stanley
I love that.
Kubrick.
Song. Yeah, I love that.
That was his final movie, bro, and they tried to stop him from making that movie. Hollywood tried to stop him from making that movie, and he didn't.
There
He
was a
funded
lot of
it.
facts there.
He funded it out of his own pocket. Like he found private investors, all that.
That was
And
Nicole
would you
Kidman and Tom
believe-
Cruise, right? They were
Yeah,
in
with
it?
Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
would
yeah.
you believe he died 2 weeks before the movie
Wow,
premiered?
that's insane.
Before the movie premiered, he died 2 weeks before. They said, "Ah, you can premiere the movie, but you ain't gonna live to see the motherfucker."
wow, man.
Because he pretty much put their whole ritual out in the open. Like
Right,
that's
right.
what they do. They know you want to be successful. They know you want power. You want money.
Absolutely.
And they say, "Yo, you want this? All right, just bring your wife to my office after this and go home."
Shit. That's
And
insane.
they won't tell you
That's
nothing else.
wild.
Just bring your wife over here and just go
Wow.
home.
So should we
That's
have
crazy.
should we have high expectations of a human civilization? going
Absolutely
forward?
not.
Of course not. I don't know.
I ain't in the front. Like I hope humans never make it off planet Earth and bring these ideas to other planets in the solar system because
Until we're
until we
better.
get shit right. Yeah, until we
Right,
get shit
right.
right. But I can't see us getting shit right in my lifetime.
But
in
you
my
what-
lifetime, like
But who's
the
to
fact
say-
that people making fun of Greta Thunberg, bro, for being passionate about the environment, bro. A 16-year-old autistic
crazy,
girl,
man.
like
That's
you have
crazy.
grown men making fun of her.
That
Saying, like,
is-
The internet, bro.
come on,
The
bro. Like
Man.
Internet,
that
they
alone,
pros,
that
but
alone just shows
it's
me
still,
people
like,
are
come
not
on.
ready to.
But they don't have that
Everything is
soul.
a
Like
joke.
people have really have not really found their
You don't
soul.
take things
Yeah,
serious,
bro.
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, my whole thing when you talk about going outside of Earth, you guys are like you're spending like billions of dollars of trying to see this.
a habitable planet
Yes,
somewhere else.
yes, exactly,
But you're destroying this one. That's right here.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And
yo,
they're gonna
what
do
the
the
hell?
same shit over there that they're gonna do over here. They're
Yo,
gonna fight
That
with
is
each other.
insane.
Did you see the news?
Man.
Did you see the news? Antarctica recorded its highest temperature, 65 degrees
Hold up,
in Antarctica.
65
degrees, bro.
65 degrees yesterday in Antarctica,
Get
bro.
the
You can walk out in a
Listen,
sweater.
Saturday.
I hate to burst your bubble.
You can walk out in a
Yo.
Global
sweater.
warming is not real, bro. It's not real. It's just a scam. You know that, right?
Talk to
Al
me.
Gore made billions
You
of
believe in
dollars.
that? You really
It
believe
is,
that?
It is.
Tell me how
The
you
world
know
goes
it's
through
not real.
changes every certain amount of
Yeah.
years, and that happens naturally. That's
Alright.
not
So-
a new thing. That's been happening since the Earth was created.
I respect that.
Global warming was
But
just
if
a scam to make
if
a lot
you
of
say
money.
that, then I'm gonna say the Earth is flat, bro. If you say that, then I'm gonna say the Earth is flat. Because the reason why I say that is because if global warming is not real and the Earth is flat, that just means that people are trying to melt the ice caps on the sides to see what's on the other side.
They are actually. They are.
Yeah,
know.
because
So that means
that's
the
what they're
world's
saying. They're
That's what I'm
saying
saying.
But the world is flat.
flat
bro.
earthers believe that there's like so we're in the middle.
Yeah, we're in this,
And then there's
this
a
is
big
Antarctica.
ice wall. And this is a big
Plus-
ice wall.
Yeah.
And then like you
So
can't
if we
go
can
to the
melt
ice
that
wall.
Ice wall, then we could go beyond it. You understand what I'm
So-
saying? That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
rationale. that
That's the
I'm like-
rationale. I see.
at
But
the
if
end
you
of the
ever
day, bro,
really-
we
if
fucking
you
up the
see-
planet, bro.
We
You
are,
ain't
we
convinced
are.
me.
But if you
Humans
see-
are-
earthquakes in Puerto Rico,
But
bro.
even that flat earth shit is stupid because if
It
you
is, bro.
see, because if you look down straight enough, you're gonna see something going down.
Nah.
Or if you're in a freaking airplane, you see.
There's flat
Yeah,
places
but-
in the world.
But
Like there's
I've
places.
heard that the Earth is. This is the new concept that it's oval. It's not round or flat. It's like kind of
It's
ovalish.
oblong, yeah.
Oblong, yeah. So that's why you can go to Antarctica and think that you can just keep going forward. But in actuality, if you go like by where Asia's at, you go around. You end up in California. That's
Nah,
the
yeah, I definitely. I mean, I can't say that I believe the Earth is round or that I believe it's flat. I believe that both theories have credible, substance to them. But I've never seen this shit. I've been on.
That's true.
I've been on a plane dumb high, and I've been looking out the window, and the shit look flat for as far as I can see. You feel me? So if I'm going off of my senses, then I would say the shit is flat.
But
now,
even
I've
I
never
mean,
been
looking down,
further-
of course. But if you look,
No, I'm talking about looking
high.
across, bro. Like
I've seen it
I've
like
been dumb high, like you flown, bro.
yeah.
Like, you've
I
seen-
mean that for me, from what I've seen, has always been
and then
like
too, if you look at the plane's windows, they are curved a little bit too, which
maybe.
yeah.
Yo,
affects your
quick questions. When you've been on the airplane, are you allowed to bring your butcher knives on? Let you do that?
He can. I think he can. If
You have a
anyone
license?
can, he can.
TSA let you pass by with that knife.
Are you allowed to actually bring that on the plane?
With your knife?
Not on
got a
a
license
carry,
for that?
not on a carry-on.
Not a carry-on, yeah.
Not on a carry-on. You can, but not on a carry-on.
Become a butcher?
It has to be in a.
Oh, so you can. Oh,
No,
wow.
Not on
you
a
can't have it
carry-on,
on
not
a
a
carry-on.
carry-on.
Yeah, but you can throw it on the belt.
But you can put it on your
you
luggage
gotta-
that you put on the
gotta,
undercarriage. You
like,
can't have it on the carry-on.
You have to show like your butcher's permit or something. Like
I don't think
you
so.
cut meat
I
for a
don't
living?
think so.
God, man.
Okay.
This is
But I mean, I know that you can't have it on the carry-on.
So why do you have
You see my knives? You see how big they are? This is a lethal weapon, bro. That
Sir,
shit
what are you
is-
doing with all these knives that cut me for?
But you know, if you think about, it's not even. But it's chefs. If you think about
guys
chefs,
are too much,
when
man.
they're traveling, chefs use their own
Yeah,
tools.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true.
They have their own tools because any valuable chef,
But if you
they're
have,
not gonna go from city to city and buy new knives.
Yeah,
They're gonna
absolutely.
have their own.
but I'm sure you.
So
gotta
how they
put-
gonna travel? They
I'm
gotta
sure you
have
to
it.
produce evidence of your occupation.
Yes,
So,
of course.
Hey, sir, what are you doing there with all those knives? I'm
Said,
a
"Look, this
butcher.
bent me. I just cut this shit."
Because chefs,
I'll gut you if you don't let me pass.
chefs
by,
are
fucker.
chefs have they have to prepare their own stuff and they like to use their own that's
You
comfortable
don't
for
want to
them.
trust that the restaurant
Yeah.
you're gonna work at has the right tools.
But
Yeah.
it's just you are comfortable with your own.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
like,
true.
I don't like using anything else.
That's true.
You know, I've seen chefs have their own knives that they use that they don't want to use nobody
Of course.
else's.
I mean, it
and
makes
you
sense,
keep
though.
and
It
you
makes
keep
sense,
and
though.
you keep your own knife sharp the way you like it.
Right.
You know,
I was a chef too, bro.
Yeah, those
so
are-
he knows what I'm talking
And those are
about,
the
and that shit
true-
is good, and that shit is true for butchers as well, or
Those-
true butchers anyway, not fucking
So, butcher, you only cut the meat. You don't kill it, right?
nah, hell no,
He's killed.
I
He's had
can't
a
do
couple
that.
of
I
kills,
can't do
trust.
that.
He said that.
He's had a couple of kills.
Nah, I'm just.
I
kidding.
can't
I'm
do
just
that.
trying
No,
to-
he's.
I can't do that.
Yeah,
I
he's-
can't physically.
He's
do
had
that.
a couple
I
of
feel
kills.
you. I respect
Yeah.
that.
I've
Yo,
seen.
he actually.
You don't take the
I've
shot.
seen. I can't do that. Like
right?
that's.
You can't kill no animal.
I can't do it.
No animal.
I can't do
I
it.
used to snap chickens' necks.
I
Listen,
can't.
he
Like
has- he has a
I
good
Not,
trust.
not because I was.
I
a
had an
serial
issue-
killer, because-
I had an
because
issue
my
with-
grandmother needed me to catch chickens and like cook them.
because
Oh,
with
shit.
So I
lobsters.
just catch them, snap them.
'Cause lobsters-
Yeah, nigga, you know
Because
Yeah.
lobsters on the top, there's like a little like
the soft little head that you gotta push.
that you put the knife right through.
Yeah.
I couldn't even do that. I had a problem doing that.
You know what it is, bro? You gotta. That's a beautiful thing, bro. You have a
He's in
big
denial.
spirit, bro.
He's
You
in
nah.
denial.
You have
Yeah,
a
I
big spirit.
can't.
It's true. It's true.
You
I
can
can't.
make
I
it
can't
happen.
physically do
Listen,
that.
Me,
that-
it's like, remember what I said about balance, bro?
Yeah.
I'm spiritual enough, like it hurts my heart a little bit, but I'm also human enough to realize I'm hungry, bro.
Exactly,
You feel me?
but
Like,
know what's
I'll tell you this.
I'm
much.
hungry, bro.
You
I
know
need
what?
to
you
eat.
know if
Very
it's
To-
if,
First
but
step
I
to
can't.
recovery-
I can't.
I respect that. Bro.
I can't take the
Listen,
life. I can't.
the
do that.
the first step to
Wait,
recovery is always to admit that you're a killer first, bro. It's okay. You don't have to say it live.
You
on
keep
air.
talking nonsense,
Alright,
bro.
anyway,
One of
let's
these
get
days,
back to
one of these
Well,
days,
this kill was being killed
one of
already.
these
Was
days, you're gonna
killed.
find Nelson in different areas.
That's it.
I'm telling you, that's the killer instinct.
Yo,
bro.
if you kill a live animal, you a psychopath, and that's it, man.
Oh shit.
No, no, but no.
Oh
There's,
man, all right.
but
You already heard it. You already heard it.
actually, no, there's no. He's right about that because there's dudes who work in those places. They're
Nah,
like
but
they're
if you
bugged
get
out.
pleasure from killing the animal, then I believe you have psychopathic tendencies.
Yeah.
I never enjoyed it. You feel me?
Listen.
But I started when I was so young that I didn't know. You feel me? Just like, yo, go get that chicken for me and bring
It's
it
for survival.
Yeah.
Well,
bro.
I'll say this. So
It's
you're right
true.
about that. Survival definitely changed your whole perspective about, okay, I need to survive right now. Like, you're not even thinking about it. You just got to do it. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to
you from an older person,
but even like with me though, there was a time even here at the podcast, you know what I mean, during the summertime, you know what I'm saying, I had the window open, it was a bunch of mosquitoes coming in.
And you killed
And
the insect.
Well, not even that, no.
you didn't
I
want to
could,
kill it.
I couldn't have done it. I mean, I could have done it. Yeah, hell yeah. I just couldn't really do it.
You can't kill a mosquito.
I couldn't. Like, I just couldn't. Like, I
Nigga
saw
said
it
he
with the
couldn't get a fly.
I thought about it once. Like, oh,
That's
man.
bugs. Bugs are different.
Bro,
That's
man,
the
how-
living thing. That's the living
Bugs are
thing.
different to me.
So you see, look, see,
bro.
Oh, this is a double standard.
The truth is coming
Bugs are
out.
different to me.
That's
Truth is
my,
coming out.
Bugs are different to me.
that's my issue with it.
Well,
It's a-
small
it's
ones.
a
I don't know.
double
Big ones are
standard,
like.
bro.
Nah, it's so living
Because
thing,
it's
though.
the same
I
thing.
can't touch. Like,
So, are
I
you a
can't.
meat eater?
Yes.
Would you eat a cat or a dog knowingly?
If I knew about it, I would. I
Knowingly.
wouldn't.
Like, if somebody said, yo, bro, I don't have nothing else to eat, and we both been starving for 2 weeks, but let's catch this cat and eat that
You gotta
shit.
do it.
Would you
Would you
butcher
do
it?
Of course.
So then you're a true meat eater, and I respect that because there's a lot of
He's a
meat eaters
carnivore.
who pick and choose what meat they eat. And if you're a meat eater, bro, you would eat meat no matter what.
bro.
No pause shit. You feel me? Pause. Like,
but you know, that's the.
Would
that's
you
the,
butcher the cat or the dog?
I'm gonna butcher you. You keep fucking with me. Right?
Oh, he showed you knives, though. He already showed him.
Yo, I sent them a photo.
Listen,
I
you
sent
on
them a
live right now.
photo.
It's really
I
sure,
sent
like,
them-
you gotta
I sent
play
them
careful right now with the
I
words.
sent them a photo of a lamb head with the knife. I was like, yo, this is you.
funny.
Yo, it's
Yo,
just
the
crazy.
company he works for send them out on Thanksgiving and killed 100 turkeys and bring them back.
Now I was like,
Skinned them.
I was like,
Killed
I'm the
them,
turkey.
skinned them, and
I was like,
then
if you need a
sent them.
turkey, I got you, Nina Brown style, because I was a fucking
Right.
Oh, man.
Those are the good
You guys are
turkeys.
crazy.
Yeah.
The part that he
right
left
now,
out
man.
was that they sent them out to the woods to find them, butcher them, skin them, and then package them and give them to the community.
That, at the end of the day, somebody gotta do that work.
Listen,
bro.
man,
dirty
you
work.
gotta.
Somebody gotta do it, right?
Listen, man.
Everybody eating turkey on
All those turkeys that you
man.
see in them supermarkets.
You got
Yo,
you
them
right
shits-
right now, man.
Nah, it's not that.
And
They
that's
just been in
why
the freezer for
I
like
say
5 years.
that even if
5
you're,
years, bro.
5 years, bro.
Yo, even if you're an
Yeah,
assassin,
bro.
Yes.
That's
Even-
crazy.
listen,
Yo,
even-
wait, you heard what he just said, bro?
yeah,
What he said?
he's been doing it for five
No.
years, right?
No.
He said the turkeys that we buy from the
All
supermarket
5 years.
have all been in the freezer for 5 years, bro.
Yeah, but not the ones that he bought. in
What?
Thanksgiving,
not the ones that he got. He's
Bro,
a
listen to
butcher,
me,
bro.
man.
He getting it from the source.
Dude, don't do it. Don't do it to yourself ever. Them shits is taken out, put right back in the freezer.
I figured.
Yeah.
I figured
Take it
that.
back,
I
put
figured
right
that.
back in the freezer.
I figured that.
Take it out, put it right back in the
It's no
freezer.
surprise.
Right, like where they
Like,
freeze it
and
to
it shit
ice.
is.
That's why they take it out so it don't get icy.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Out
it's,
But
and
no,
they put it back.
the ones that he had in the back of the truck, those were fresh.
Those
he
are
killed them
fresh.
that same day.
Good.
Guaranteed.
not like,
Yeah.
like,
I
a
seen
day,
the contract.
like a couple days
I
before.
need those,
See?
bro.
But no, but
Say it
that's
again.
but
Say it
even
again.
but
got
that's
the
even
turkey plug
but that's
now.
even food in
Everybody
general
been
though.
eating
That's food in
5-year-old
general. It's
turkey
like
for
apples.
Thanksgiving.
Oh, my
Since
God.
They don't have a
it's
natural shine. That shit is a
Wax.
coat of wax. You know, that shit is not.
He
Look,
just said
that's
a
how
couple
they-
of days before.
That's
You
how they
just say that.
control us, bro. They control us from the level from what we eat to what we see on TV to what we hear on the radio
Absolutely.
to what we wear. They control us in every aspect of our
Yeah,
life,
man.
bro. We each enslaved in our own little matrix, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
So how
you know,
is
like
what-
you said, it's
so what are we supposed
crazy.
to expect from our leaders and our governments? Like, what are we
Nothing,
supposed
bro.
to expect
Nothing.
from them?
The same thing we
I
expect
agree.
from
Nothing.
everybody else, bro. Nothing.
So you
What we-
think? Fly Tito, you think we should just start growing our own shit and doing our own
Absolutely.
stuff?
Man,
Raising our own
absolutely.
cattle.
Absolutely.
Yo,
Raising our own
listen.
cattle, our own
If you-
chicken, and then we just pass it on to Chris, or he'll kill us.
So
for it.
actually, because of capitalism, it's
Keep the butcher in
illegal.
house.
Nigga, go,
Because of capitalism, it's illegal to own your own cattle
That's
in big
crazy.
cities. So you can't own cows, pigs, or chickens in a big city. You
What if
cannot.
you sign an exempt form? You know, there's an exempt form that you can sign. It relieves you from all rights
Show
of
me.
being a citizen.
Yes,
You
of
know-
course,
you
but
know,
then
organic-
You can't do certain things.
Exactly.
You know, organic is the biggest scam there is,
Of
right?
course,
That
it's a
shit does
marketing
not
trade,
exist.
bro.
Of course.
But
Free
you're
range,
doing
all that shit,
You're
that shit-
becoming a free citizen. You're a sovereign citizen. That's what they call them. And you removing your name from the UCC and all that. Like, you do, gain certain things. Like, yeah, you could keep a chicken, but if you get arrested, they could keep you forever without ever giving you trial
'cause you-
because
you
you're
don't
not a
have no rights.
citizen. You're not a citizen of the United States, bro, and you have no country, you have no motherland. So like,
Shit.
and I mean that's according
You're
to
a terrorist.
the law.
They
You
treat
feel
you
me?
like a
Right.
terrorist.
Like,
That's
you're-
true, though.
Of course, no. At the end of the day, bro, this land don't belong to nobody.
Nobody.
We belong to the land. And until we realize and until we change,
God damn. You gotta get a clap for that. Like,
Yo,
I'm sorry. Like, that was a great statement right there. Like,
yo, let me tell you something right now. You have no idea just how mind blown he is right now. Like, there's like little explosions going on in his head. Like, you don't see his eyes whenever he goes. There's like, pew, oh my God, somebody thinks like me. Pew, oh my God, he thinks just pew, pew. It's like little light bulbs going off right now.
Shamari told me like, yo, you gonna fuck with my boy too. Like, I need you to come up there. He wanted me like, he wanted to hook up the interview.
Oh, word.
Yeah, before Gio like met y'all and set everything up.
Okay.
Shamari was telling me about like, yo, my boy's dinner at the round table, blah blah blah. I want to set you up with them, whatever.
Dude,
Yeah, listen, I'll
he
tell you
is.
this,
Wow.
It's like Christmas for him right now. You understand?
Yeah, and he doesn't believe in Christmas, so that's a big thing.
And that's how big that is.
I would say this: a lot of every guest that we've ever, that we've had on the show, they're always very intellectual. They always know what they're talking about. But you, man, you killed it, man. You've been saying some gems today, man.
Thank you.
And Don Giovanni, when he called me, he was like, "Yo, man, you're gonna get Fly Tito on the show, man. You're gonna be mind blown with the shit that he has to say." And JT's been mind blown the whole
All day. Look. He hasn't stopped smiling all podcasts. He's like, oh my God.
Beautiful thing, man.
No,
you definitely have a lot of knowledge, brother, and I like the way that you express yourself. It's great. Apart from your music talent, that's great to have that asset.
Absolutely, man.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Man.
Wow.
I like you. I believe in being well-rounded and being able to blend in any environment that I go to. You feel me?
Absolutely.
So like,
it's very important.
Yeah, I grew up in the hood, but that don't mean I have to take the hood everywhere I go.
Yeah, that's
you
crazy.
feel me? I don't gotta. If I had to become that way to get a point across, then I can.
Yeah.
But 9 times out of 10, bro, you don't gotta do that hood shit, bro. That hood shit only work in the hood,
You have
bro.
to appropriate.
You go anywhere else.
Appropriate.
Yeah, you go anywhere else, and that shit don't work, bro.
Right.
Call the police.
Quick.
911.
He's threatening me, officer. I need help. And that's what they all sound like, even if they're guys. He's threatening me, officer.
Sure.
Feel me?
Wow, man. Well, go ahead now.
Expectations.
Well, expectation. Honestly, Fly Tito, man.
You ain't expect this shit.
Yeah, I did it.
Okay,
Hold on. That's what we're right now.
You got 6, right? Or 7?
Nah, that's one for me. That's one for me, right?
Don't be 7 right now. Don't be 7.
Right there. Dawn got 6.
Okay. All
Let
right, Dawn.
me get one at least.
Dawn Giovanni with the GEO. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Got that 7 clap right there, but
but coming in, I mean, coming in, what were your expectations of the interview when you met?
Again, I don't live off expectations, though, man.
Exactly.
I don't do that, man.
How about you, though? What was your expectations?
I
honestly,
gave him. I
He
bigged
really
it up.
hyped
I
me
bigged
up.
up
He
the
hyped me up already,
story.
so I knew. And I do a lot of research on the guests who's coming in, so I already knew a lot about you. And I expected exactly what I've gotten today.
Thank you.
A very genuine person. Just in your lyrics, I knew that you was on another level. So I already knew that you had that in you. But seeing it like live and direct is more. I appreciate it more, like because I'm here with you.
Thank you.
Yeah, brother, for sure.
That's what's up.
Can I get a clap?
You had any expectations?
I'll be 8, though. I'll be 8.
Talk to us about expectations.
I mean, I just sit back and analyze first.
Right.
You know, I don't show me until I'm like comfortable in the situation. So you know, if I'm not comfortable in the situation, I won't talk.
That's the true words of a killer. They never
Analyze it right now, like, yeah.
feel comfortable.
But you know, you guys
get the kill.
I'm a little bit on the. I'm not feeling too good right now. That's why I've been a little like.
Well, I appreciate
you mean,
you
like
coming
what?
My
on.
energy's like low, but usually me and him go back and forth. That's why I'm letting him rock right now.
I try to get a little.
'Cause he knows. If you ever been here when me and him going at it, we go at it. But right now I'm just.
They
but,
spar crazy.
I mean, I've always been that way anyway. Anytime I go to a new environment, I sit back.
Right.
I'm not the loud person right away. I'm just there, quiet, watching, seeing who's who, picking up on vibes, energy, and all that stuff. If I don't feel the energy from you, I'm just not gonna rock with you. That's just how I am. I've always been that way.
But for once, you know, you're not in control because usually the butcher's in control while he's cutting the meat. And right now, I'm holding the mic.
With the butchers.
But you have a great way of thinking, which I respect, and your energy is pretty dope. So
Well, I appreciate you, gentlemen, man, greatly.
I
man.
appreciate
Honestly.
that, brother.
man.
Appreciate
You
that.
know, just for letting me up here and for just vibing out. Like, for me, the biggest thing about anything that I do, no matter how serious it is, I also want to have fun.
Absolutely.
Of
You
course.
feel me? Like, I do take life seriously, and I do want to, get certain things done. But I also want to have fun while I'm doing it. I don't want to be fucking uptight and mad serious and not joking or nothing. Nah, if that's what I gotta live, that's how I gotta live. I don't want to do it.
And that's the energy that we try to have in here. We like our dynamic is like that. Like we have like a serious version, and we have a joking version, or we have a killer version.
You ever heard the expression? He knows that he knows I'm just not.
You're not with it today.
I'm not with it today.
Oh, man.
So and plus, you know, he hasn't seen me in a while. So he hasn't seen me in a
What I
while.
meant to say was that we have an all around dynamic that we try to implement.
Very
You know,
diverse, very diverse.
you
Yeah.
can't, you know, very diverse. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're versatile in that sense too.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, man. So what upcoming projects you have going on?
Well, right now I just been doing a lot of singles, man. I've been working, like I said, with a couple of artists. I'm developing.
Noki's one of them, right?
Yeah, Noki.
Yeah,
I'm working
she's
with
nice.
her. She got
Yeah,
her
I did my
own
research
team.
just to know, you see?
Yeah, I appreciate that. She got her own team and she's got her own situation going on. But you know, that's definitely like my little sis. So anything that I could do to help her, you know, if it's whatever rehearsals.
She's young too. She's only 19.
Yeah,
she has a
but-
lot.
yeah, man.
Yeah, she has a long career coming.
Her story is powerful and inspirational. Like all the young women and all the young artists coming up are gonna see her story and really like learn something from it. You feel me? Because she's someone who really followed her dream. And same thing. Shout out my boy Hanzo, aka Zoe, Kill Zoe, my boy Truck Mac. You feel me? Of course, Don Giovanni. Like there's a bunch of artists that I'm working with right now. There's we just creating. And as for myself, I'm just dropping singles for the next year. I'm gonna just be dropping a bunch of different singles. You know, I got different vibes. I got some singing and rapping shit. I got some straight singing shit.
Mixtapes that you got out now.
Well, yeah, of course. I got my my Timeless and my Fly Tito joint. So if you go on Spotify or Apple Music, you know, any major streaming platform, you could type in BeatBoi Timeless or Fly Tito Harlem High.
Well, spell the BeatBoi though. Make sure they know how to.
Yeah, BeatBoi. That's how you spell BeatBoi.
My
It's one
Instagram
word.
is the real BeatBoi.
Yeah, my Instagram is @therealbeatboy. And you can go to beatboy.com as well. You know, I got a bunch of content on there. I got my EPK on there. You can listen to
On
it.
YouTube is BeatBoi Productions, right? So they can find
that's
most
my
of your
YouTube
videos.
channel. Yeah, if you go, but you can also just type in BeatBoi on YouTube. One word, BeatBoi. You feel me? And that's it, man. I just like to create, man. I don't limit myself to what I'm creating. You feel me? I do music. I build. I do construction. All that shit.
Do it all, babe.
Yeah, bro, why not, bro? Like,
no.
It's just I can't see
No
no
limitations,
reason not
man.
to, bro. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and you know, talking about expectations, I picked that topic, but I knew you didn't have any expectations before you even explained yourself, because in that song, the one that I used for the promo, what's the name of that song?
Don't Cry.
Don't Cry. You said that you wish you could see your family expand,
Yes.
but you know not to, you know.
Yeah. I said I would love to see 100 years, watch my family expand and overcome their fears, but there's a part of me that don't believe it. There's more ways to die than to make an achievement.
Yeah.
Probably never gonna beat it. That
So
doesn't
that-
mean I'm gonna give up though. It ain't a race or competition. Let us walk slow, taking the air whether it's cold or warm, sunny or storm, happy or mad. Show love to your moms, cause life's powerful but also fragile. We took some losses this year I couldn't imagine. R.I.P. to fallen soldiers like Nipsey and Black Mamba. Hope you know it was your souls that inspired this track. One.
Wow.
Dope. Like that.
I just put the Black Mamba in there right now.
That's a record right now. It's a record. Someone said it right now.
Let's take a little 5-minute break, and you come back and drop a freestyle, a verse for us, or freestyle, whatever you want to do.
Nah, yeah, I'm definitely. I want to finish that that village joint that I was showing y'all earlier. I'll finish it, and then I'll just spit some other stuff just to have fun with it.
And because you've been one of our most informative and intellectual guests, we have a thing called the Ferris Bueller Challenge. You're on it today, bro.
All right.
It's a trivia game.
Put him on the spot.
questions.
God damn.
And
I love
you know
that.
what I'm saying? We could do it on artistry, or we could do it on just world facts. I think
whatever.
world facts would be
Let's
better, because
have
you
fun,
have a lot of knowledge on history.
Have fun.
All right, so we'll be right back
Yes, sir.
after these messages.
Yeah. Check. We here.
G. DJ Jones of all, laying down. You know what I'm saying? With our special guest. You know what I'm saying?
Like Tito the building, BeatBoi, you already know, man, killing it. He's about to drop that Village song, acapella style for us.
Straight
Get at the
acapella
round table,
style, baby.
Exclusive.
Hold up. We gotta.
Clap him.
Hell yeah. That's number 8 right there. God damn.
Thank you.
Got the record right now, baby.
Special, man. Thank you. But yeah, so I was telling them, but while we was on the break, they got an instrumental they wanted me to spit on, but since I was already, spitting on the Village, I was showing y'all the Village joint. I figured I finished that, and then we'll go into the instrumental, and
Dope.
So yeah,
we
let me
lit.
get So I said, it takes a village to raise a child. The problem is you came and burned all the villages down. You built a world where you remain at the top, living for generations away from the dangers to drop to rock bottom. I'm on edge for talking like Pac cause y'all shot him, but I'm steady on course walking with God cause he's awesome. I probably need a fortune to survive in your dimension, a house with a pool, a Porsche, and a private theater that can accommodate these guests that really only are present cause I'll be in the position to help them do what they're destined. You want me to want attention, but I shouldn't have to mention that we all gon' die. Why would I want to work for pension? I'd rather work toward ascension before I work for those that assassinated Lincoln. I'd rather die and leave you with the passion of my melodies than live under these guys that assassinated Kennedy. They can't assassinate my memories, unteach what I have learned, and that's why knowledge is power, not money that you've earned. I've got the spirit to discern that every day's an attempt to diminish us to ferns or vegetative sheeple. Don't act like there's no redo, your society is see-through. I'm slowly detaching myself from irony and people. What my eyes can see is lethal. You'll probably cut them out to mount the spires of your steeples. But anyways, just hire me. I need you.
Woo! Hold up,
brother.
Number
Crazy, bro.
It's number 8, number 9. Shoot, I lost count right now.
The record number 9. You got the record number 8, but damn, bro.
Man, went in on that.
Song is so. Oh my god, yo.
Thank you, man.
Real shit,
real shit, bro.
Thank you, bro. Yeah.
Wow.
I like to write to. I want to make
Like-
people think, bro. Like,
Yeah, man. Like, why I want to live in this village is all fucked up. You know what I mean?
And
But we
you know,
need.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
tell me.
I mean, we need music with substance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Something that we can actually feed off and learn from.
Yeah.
And that's what I miss about hip hop.
Relatable
Yes,
things.
bro.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
I
Because
miss that, bro,
man,
so
I
much.
miss
And
that
that's why
1,000%.
That's why I write like this, because I know there's other people that miss that. And if I put songs out like this, they're gonna be like, okay, so he's speaking for me, like he's speaking to me.
Yeah,
You feel
yeah.
me? That's why I like J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar.
Oh man, I love J. Cole. I love
Yeah,
J.
man,
Cole.
they just-
1,000%. J.
That's
Cole.
how they spitting. You feel me? They having fun with it. Like,
Yeah.
they really spitting real stuff. Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
And real hip hop, like with substance, is actually on the verge of an uprising again.
yes, it is.
It's coming up. It's coming up. It's coming
It's
up
coming
again.
back. It's coming
Yeah.
back. 2020.
Yeah.
Everybody see the vision. Everybody
Absolutely.
on the bigger picture.
Absolutely.
You know, just
All that dumbed down stuff, man, it's gonna fade away.
it's club shit. You feel me? At the end of the day, when you take the train, when you trying to go to work, when you going to work out in the gym, nigga, you need some real shit.
Right. You wanna
need-
hear
you
some
need to
substance.
listen to
Yeah, yeah.
some substance. You
Yes,
need some
absolutely.
authenticity. You feel me?
Absolutely.
Organic shit. You feel me? Not that other bullshit that y'all be talking about.
That's
man.
right.
I'm tired of y'all
I
niggas,
love it
man.
when he gets
I'm
emotional.
tired of y'all shit, man.
Going in right now, like
I'm tired of all the bullshit. I'm tired of the bullshit raps, man. Bring that real shit back. Bring that Mobb Deep back. Bring that Tupac back. Bring that Biggie back. Like, it's 2020, man. It's time to bring the real back, man. Fuck that bullshit. And that's
yo.
it.
Oh man,
There you go. That's the Don talking, baby.
dog right there, baby. The real
In my
dog. That's the
bag.
real
I'm in
dog.
my bag, man. In my bag, man.
Yeah, man, but for sure, man. But you know, you have to understand, like that, the essence of hip hop was to spread a message.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? To give knowledge
Absolutely.
to the
And
masses.
talk about
you know
the
what I mean?
things that was happening
Yeah,
at that
at the
time.
current time.
Yes.
At that time,
Yeah.
current events. Or what that,
Yeah.
you know,
But
like,
going back, what we were
giving,
saying.
like a general knowledge of life, telling you what not to do, what to do, and what's going on at the times, and how to reflect on it, and how to make something positive out of it. That was the message in hip hop. I mean, and it doesn't have to be like super on some Louis Farrakhan shit, but you know, substance in the sense that it makes it relatable to everyday life. You know what I mean? That's what you have to do. You know.
real shit.
I mean, one of the greatest records in hip hop history, to me at least, is The Message.
The message.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
The message.
You know what I mean? To me, it's my top 5 for
If you
sure.
think about it, man, like, you know, I mean, in a weird way, like the pioneers of rap, they were like prophets in a sense, because they were spreading like word about knowledge, about life, about oppression, about how to be a better human being, shit like that. You know, and then it should turn into gangster music. And
Well, I mean, it goes back to what we said earlier, though, man.
Business.
The culture
business.
vultures
Culture vultures
saw
make
that.
money. Like, oh,
we got to
shit.
change that. You
These
know what I'm saying?
motherfuckers can influence people through music. Their message and their nice beats are very convincing. Let's make money off of that shit.
Let's hire some gangsters.
Yeah.
Let's convince them to be
they
gangsters.
seen that shit, man. How influential the music was, bro. They were like, yo.
And that was the birth of
Yeah.
gangster hit.
And even rock and roll could do that, bro. That was
Yeah,
rock
yeah,
and
yeah.
roll
Right.
It was like,
Yeah.
let's
Right.
hire some drug addicts.
You're right.
Yeah,
though.
that's right,
But
yeah.
rock and roll was the biggest genre of
biggest.
music, and now it's hip hop.
And now it's hip-hop.
it speaks to generations.
Yeah.
You understand?
Generations.
It speaks to
to
the oldest-
demographics. Like, it's
Yeah,
just
like-
ridiculous.
And it's because the message behind it. That's why. It's the message. that gets to people. They, oh shit! But now it's lost that throughout the years.
It's lost
Because
that,
it became a
definitely.
business,
Got
you know what I
dumbed
mean?
down, you know.
Yeah,
It got
yeah.
watered down. That's all.
But yeah, man. So what's up, man? We got this freestyle coming up.
Okay,
I'm
listen.
hyped to hear it.
It's an
I'm just
exclusive
fall
though.
back,
We're gonna
brother.
listen. Fly Tito's gonna rap off our actual Dinette the Round Table instrumental.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Our official background music. We always play in our intro.
Okay.
And we want to see how actually, how you flow with that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I already know he gonna kill this because I've been with this man since high school.
Let it
You
rock a
feel
little
me?
bit so you can get into, you know.
All right, ready?
Let it rock, let me hear
1, 2.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's boom bat shit. You feel me? Old school shit. OG.
Yeah, I hope you're listening. This shit gonna be crazy, bro. My cranium contains uranium, decaying at a rate that's fast enough to blast your nuts with radiation. Son, I ain't the one. I paint the gun on canvas, then I take the gun. Paint some clips that make you run like babies from me. Make some puns, then punish you by coursing through your veins with my punish tools, my govern rules all over this land. Fuck supply and demand. I supply it and you take it. If you don't, I force your hand. Always bit the hand that fed me. I'm deadly, I'm insane. Insanely, I remain the only human in my brain. Cause I have proven it's a game, to myself at least. And it's this knowledge that propels me to fidelity. Chefing up these recipes. Nobody can mess with me. Cause I'm so,
Oh my.
Woo!
Go ahead.
I'm surrounded, I got some shit right here. I'm surrounded by some gifted individuals who tapped into their spiritual sense and are able to alter the world we're living through. We alter the physical in a way that can only be described as a miracle. That's what we do. And if you ask how many of us, there are a few, right? Maybe only a handful, but that doesn't matter because there's still enough to spark a revolution in this world that's full of some assholes. Believe it or not, I'm son of Zeus, and I've come for you. All whack rappers better summon your troops. Gather up the pens, get a DJ to spin them ones and twos, but still prepare to lose cause the heat I'm spitting cause son of Nuke. If you ain't peep, that was galaxy talk. And I don't hear a peep when your majesty walks. Cause I be in these streets with the baddest biatch. And these niggas be mad, they don't know I'm glad to tee off, right? I've been sparring with Thor since Sodom Gomorrah. I've been knocking too long, now I'm pounding the door. Yeah, said I'm pounding the door. I've been down here before.
Wow. Hold
I
on.
love this shit, bro. I can
That's
keep
number
going, bro.
9 right there.
Insanely, I'm the only human in my brain. That shit is like you. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy when you say that.
That's it. That's just
Fly Tito, baby. You know what I'm saying?
My boys,
I appreciate y'all, man.
the world's gonna get stuck off the realness, man. The real's coming back, man.
That's a fact.
And that's it, man. We got realness to say, man. Not that bullshit. And
The
that's,
Don spoke, man.
that's it, man.
$11.99.
I'm just tired of all the bullshit, man. Stop with the bullshit, man. It's time for realness, man. It's
sure,
2020.
man.
What are
We're gonna
you
get some
talking?
realness
What are
right
you
now.
talking about, kids?
Right.
What are these kids talking about, man? Bring it back, man.
Right.
That's the Don speaking to you straight from the hot.
That's real talk though,
Yo,
man.
but listen, so we're gonna jump into our Ferris Bueller challenge.
Yeah.
You know Ferris Bueller?
Yeah, of course, bro. That's my boy. Yeah,
So we're
Ferris
gonna do
Bueller. Bueller.
trivia. So we're gonna do it on since you're such a knowledgeable person, we thought that rather than school, like, you know, give you a trivia on music,
Yeah.
because you know, you're such a great artist, but we thought that you was beyond that because you're very intellectual. You know, you have a lot of knowledge.
Appreciate
We're gonna
that.
talk about other shit in the trivia, world history, social studies, stuff like that.
I love that shit,
All
man.
right, so
Global and U.S. history. We know it all, man. We educated, man. We breducated, matter of fact, man. Slicey life, man. Shout out to my motherfucker, Lord Brad, man. Noah 4X, man. Spaz.
Facts.
We
No
got
doubt, no doubt.
We got heavy
Don't do
hitters
so.
on the team, man.
Yeah.
Heavy
Don't do so.
hitters.
Definitely.
And that's it, man.
Definitely, Joe. And I love the whole predication term, man. I mean, that's dope.
We just trying to
That
teach.
is
We
dope.
just trying to teach people how to make bread and break bread. All right. We just highly motivated to get this bread. That's what the breadication mean, man. You feel me? Slicey life. Stay living immaculate cause YOLO. You only live once, nigga. So make sure you live right, nigga. Don't do it wrong. Do it the right way, nigga. Fuck it up.
Oh man, let me
I'm
know you
feeling
ready.
lit, so you know me, man. I take my shit when I'm
yeah,
lit.
so yo, JT, just put that on. What you gonna do, like on 60, 50%?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
50%. Do it on 50%.
You ready?
You got it, everybody.
All right.
Dinner at the Round Table podcast. Ferris Bueller challenge. How you doing there, Mr. Fly Tito?
Doing great, man. Doing
Okay,
great.
Are you ready to get these questions thrown at you?
I'm ready.
So the rules of the game are 10 questions. You must get 7 out of the 10 right.
Yes,
If
sir.
you don't, you're not a master of your knowledge craft.
That's right, baby.
So bring it down just a little bit, buddy. Yeah, that's how right there is good.
That's good.
All right. Define Emancipation Proclamation.
The Emancipation Proclamation, that was something that Abraham Lincoln wrote, basically saying to free the slaves. Like, what was that, like 1863, 1864?
Woo,
something like that?
1863, buddy. You hit it right on the mark.
That's a clap right there.
I
Every answer correct.
I even know that, bro.
You said what?
I know that too. From
Yeah.
we had a good
but
history
listen,
teacher, man. We had
A lot of people don't know what it means.
Right.
Like,
That's true. That's true.
They've heard of it. They don't know what it means. They,
Right.
I'm sure Trompeta doesn't know what it means.
Trompeta
Yeah.
don't know nothing. He don't know nothing. I say it right now.
What's the next one? What's the next one?
Next one.
Won't.
Go. I mean, kind of piggyback what you said. What is the Second Amendment?
The Second Amendment is the right to bear arms, and not only that,
Oh my God!
the
These
right
guys
to-
on the roll right now.
the right to form a well-regulated militia free of government influence.
Oh
Feel me? That's the part that a lot of people leave out.
Oh
You feel me?
man!
The
All right.
point of having the right to bear arms is so
boy
that we
like
can
it.
protect ourselves against
Listen,
the government.
I gotta challenge you right now. I have to challenge you right now.
Yeah.
All right. Where does money come from? How is it created? By who?
Okay, well, alright, we're talking about fiat
Ooh,
currency.
yeah, buddy.
Like,
Yes,
like
the
dollar.
U.S. currency. The U.S.
Alright,
currency.
The U.S. dollar. It comes from the Federal Reserve Bank. It's
Oh, I'll walk it off right now.
He's educated. Trust me. He's very educated, man.
I'm walking off this podcast like, yo.
It's a private institution meant to capitalize on the debt of the citizens using it. So basically, they the institution loans the American government dollars on interest, and then the American government has to pay those dollars back plus interest,
Which is impossible to pay back because it's going to be a circulation always. It's
You're
all a
gonna need to
scam.
borrow more to pay more back. So
No,
you'll
I'm
always
done.
be
I'm
in-
done. I'm done now.
No more questions? After 3,
I don't know.
we got 10. We still got 7 more questions, man. That's the third one.
What were the original 13 colonies?
The original 13 colonies. I know it was the Eastern Seaboard. So I would say it was Massachusetts, of course, New York. I know it went pretty much down to like South Carolina, Georgia, Virginia.
New Hampshire.
No, I don't know if New Hampshire was
New
part of the
Hampshire.
original, but it probably was. Vermont,
Can you
New
name them
Hampshire,
all?
Vermont, New Hampshire.
Okay.
New Hampshire was there.
Massachusetts.
Okay.
New York. I don't know if Pennsylvania was part of the original, but possibly.
I got you, bro. Rhode
Yes,
Island,
it
man.
was. The Houston-
Rhode Island.
Rhode
Rhode
Island.
Island.
Oh, wait.
He don't got a money line yet?
Yeah, that's a fact. I can't.
My fault.
But nah, yeah, you're right. Rhode Island, Delaware, Virginia. I don't know if West Virginia was in there, but if not, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia. I don't know. I'm gonna
And
just.
you already mentioned New Hampshire too, so you're fine. You passed the test, buddy. 13
right.
colonies, you got it.
Shit. I didn't know if I could get that one.
Oh, man.
That's a
Don
hard one.
Giovanni helped me out with that one, but I knew it was the Eastern
He
Seaboard.
gave you Rhode Island, though. He gave you Rhode Island.
That's a fact.
I pay attention.
Providence.
I pay attention
All
in
right,
history
so
class.
go back to history though. God damn my voice. Who actually purchased the Louisiana Purchase?
Oh, that
What
was
president?
Thomas Jefferson purchased that from Napoleon.
God damn. Can't get my boy. You ain't gonna catch him slipping.
All right. You ready for this, buddy? I'm ready. Are you ready for the kill? And I'm not a butcher, by the
Kill
way.
shot. Give me the kill shot, MGK.
What was the Boston Tea Party? What was the significance behind the Boston Tea Party? What was it about?
The significance behind the Boston Tea Party was basically the American colonists protesting the extremely high import taxes on tea from Britain.
Okay, yeah.
Right, so they basically, in protest of it, instead of buying the tea with these ridiculously high prices, they just threw that shit overboard and said, "Fuck your tea."
Yeah, basically, yeah. So the taxation without representation. Right. Yeah, for sure.
Yo, bro. Bro, I learned
Yeah, this guy got 4 out of 4, man.
Yo, hold up.
Yo, listen. when I
not fair, by the way. Like,
when I want to learn something new, I don't check the internet. I just ask BeatBoi, what's the answer, man? And he's gonna tell me every time, man.
I always tell people, I'm not smart, bro. I'm not smart. I just have a good memory.
Yes, that's how I am. I retain a lot of useless information,
right?
Which in turn becomes useful
Absolutely.
in the first brew challenge.
Yeah, you know, bro. You know.
Yeah.
What,
Like they call.
what question are you up to? What question though? Oh, how many numbers?
I think that's 6.
That was 4. Number 4.
Yeah,
Number 4?
That was
That
his
was
fourth. That was his fourth. He
That
asked me 2.
Yeah,
but that's fine. I'll take.
No, he asked you 2 and I asked you 2. That's 4 in total. Actually,
13 colonies.
13 colonies. This is the 5th one. That was the 5th. You're right. 5. You got 5. 5 for 5.
So it's 6 right now. Okay.
6, yeah.
Wow. Got me thinking right now, man.
Yo,
How could I
science,
challenge you
Yeah,
right now?
yeah, right. You
Get
trying
him,
to catch
baby.
him.
Oh, I got it right now. What is my middle name?
That's a good one.
Jose.
Oh my God! Get the fuck out of here!
I got him. You know how I know? You know how I know? You know how I know?
Go ahead, talk to me.
Because every Spanish nigga's name is Jose. If his first name ain't Jose, his middle name is Jose.
Yo!
My fucking middle name is Jose.
You got this, yo!
Yo, shit.
Yo, these guys are 6 for 6.
That's
I
fucking
got it. Yeah,
Yo, one more pound, brother. That's dope.
got
That's
you,
dope.
I know,
That's
bro.
dope.
I know.
He intuitive, bro. He intuitive.
That is crazy. All right, so let me go back right now real quick.
He like, oh
Man, you got really trying to back it down. You got something right now? Or?
No, you.
All right, so I mean, okay. What was all right?
Yo, that was bugged out, bro.
And that was bugged out. That was crazy.
Yeah, that's different.
That was just great timing. Great timing. Great timing, man. But going to the westward expansion, what president was actually ahead of that? It actually led that whole westward expansion, going to the west coast,
That's a
taking
good
over
question.
the Midwestern, taking
So
over the West Coast.
I know Manifest Destiny and all that stuff is what influenced the whole move to the West, and then when they found gold in California, that pushed it even further. But as far as the president that was in office, I'm trying to think. Mexico became a part of the United States. Like, we took California and New Mexico around the 1850s, the 1860s. So I'm thinking of who was the president at that time. And I can't think of it. I don't know.
Okay.
Who is it? It's not Lyndon B. Johnson. That's too late.
Andrew Jackson.
Andrew Jackson.
Andrew Jackson.
He's actually on the.
That motherfucker.
He actually got impeached.
Yeah, I know.
He got impeached. He was one of the two presidents that got impeached. Huh?
He was one of the first ones.
What? He was the first one.
That was Andrew Johnson you're talking about.
Andrew Johnson. Andrew Johnson. You sure?
Andrew Johnson. Yes.
Oh, I thought it was
Andrew Johnson. Yeah.
Right.
Andrew Johnson,
Bill
Bill
Clinton
Clinton, and Donald Trump. Yeah, the first 3. Yeah.
For sure.
So we got you on one. We got you on one.
So
I like that.
The New York Knicks.
Yep.
It's not sports related, but it intertwines with their name. The New York Knicks, the Knicks, that name Knicks. Where does it come from? And
From Knickerbockers,
and
but
what does Knickerbocker mean?
I think Knickerbockers was some sort of I don't know. I would say it's some type of soldier or some shit that fought for a certain class or a certain side of whatever. You feel me? But I don't know.
So there's two answers to this. You want to think about it for a little bit?
Nah.
All right. So it was a particular style of how New Yorkers who settled early in when they first came from Europe, the Dutches especially, they used to wear certain pants and certain clothes, so they were called Knickerbockers. And on top of that, there was a very popular newspaper that came from that name, right? That actually influenced the New York Knicks to actually take that name, but chop it in half and not make it that long.
Dope, man.
Yes, it was a big newspaper that was basically like the New York Times back then.
I was always
And also
interested too in like the Dutch settlement of Manhattan, because they bought Manhattan in like 1610, but they didn't really start coming until 1625.
Yeah.
And they left an African American slave here for 8 years. You feel me? Just to live amongst the people and learn the ways of the land and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then when they came back, they gave some of the people that they left here, they gave them land and said, yo, here, y'all can live, I think it was from like the Bowery up until like 38th Street. They gave them all that land, and they were just staying from like lower Manhattan up to the Bowery. So I don't know, I've always been interested in like the Dutch like exploration of New York City.
Well, speaking about that though, before New York was New York, it was the original name of New York. Before New York.
Like what the natives called it?
Well, not the natives, but the Dutch.
Oh, New Amsterdam.
That was easy.
Right?
That was
New
damn
Amsterdam,
easy.
here like New
Fucking
Amsterdam.
easy.
I was thinking it was York, nigga. I thought it was York.
That was easy. Goddamn. What's wrong with you right now?
When the British took control over this land, they changed it to New York. Yeah.
Hold on. You know what? I got you right now. I think I got you. I think I got you.
Get me. I want to be got.
I want to be got.
Who they named New York after?
The Dutch of York.
Nah.
Oh.
The Duke of New York.
The Duke of New York.
Oh, it's the Duchess. The Duchess is the female, and
Yeah,
the Duke
the
is
Duchess.
the guy.
Yeah, I got you on that one. I had
You know why I was thinking about Dutch? Because I want to smoke a blunt, bro. That's why the blunt is like the Dutch.
The Dutch of New York.
The
The Dutch of New York.
Oh man.
That's brilliant, bro.
What's California State animal symbol?
A bear.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
New York?
New York has an animal symbol?
Nah, fuck with it.
No, but New York got a trick question.
Slip and try to catch
Trick
it.
question.
That's like from the eyes wide shut, nigga.
God,
That's like,
man,
he
this
was
guy.
like, yo, what's the password to the party? Nigga had Tom Cruise thinking like, oh shit. what's
Listen,
the
I gotta-
password? He said some bullshit. He was like, there is no password. You feel me?
This guy.
And there was no password.
There you go,
Oh,
man. Philly's
man.
Village Challenge, the Dinner to Round Table
Listen,
podcast.
I got one more
B-Boy.
bonus.
Yeah,
One more
come on,
bonus.
hit me.
One more bonus. That's
I love
it.
Because
that shit.
the middle name thing was like, those are
Yeah,
the
it caught me off guard.
Yo,
What is the hottest podcast in the planet?
motherfucking dinner at the round table.
There you go.
You know that shit. You know that, bitch. Stop playing with me.
Oh man.
I can curse as much as I want on here,
No,
right?
definitely, they really are.
Puñeta, maricón, chucho, diablo. Ya tú sabes. You already know.
Oh man.
You already know, man. Dinner to Round
sound
Table podcast, Philly's Village Challenge. B-Boy, Fly TV, you're definitely a master of your craft, man. I love that you have a lot of knowledge.
1,000%.
And, you know, you retain information and useless information because
Held your own, brother. Held your own,
all
man.
this information was useful because it's history.
Hopefully one day it proves its use.
Yeah, it does, and it will.
I'll
trust.
meet the Duke of York and I'll be able to tell you. Like, yo, bro, I know why they named New York.
Oh my god!
Oh man,
You
yo.
already know, man. It's been a pleasure having you on the show, man. Now, Giovanni, thanks for coming through. Thanks
Thank
for putting
you,
us
man.
on.
Appreciate it,
Fly
man.
TV, man.
1,000%,
Definitely
love,
a
man.
great individual, and we respect your movement, brother. We definitely gonna be on it for sure.
Thank you guys so
Absolutely,
much, man. I
man.
look forward to the next time coming up here and chopping
Oh
it
yeah.
up with y'all.
Oh,
I had a great
absolutely.
time up here.
Absolutely, brother.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, man.
So the Dinner Round Table podcast, you can catch us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Deezer, YouTube, any platform.
All
man.
platforms.
All
We
fucking
on it, man.
platforms.
We
on
streaming,
there,
man.
baby.
We here, man.
Yeah, and the dinner
We winning.
at the round table, and the actual dinner is the food for thought. We're checking out. Peace.